This episode is brought to you by Midwest Night Watchers, found everywhere on your favorite podcast platforms.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Night Owl Lounge.
And we're back.
We're back. We're here.
It's been a couple of weeks. Internet's being weird for everybody. Low bit rate, just not running right. So kind of go, well, we just won't go on. And fighting with freezing up and stuff like that. But we're running faster today. Not as high as we should, but at least it's running a lot faster.
We're here.
We're here. We're here. So I hope everyone's having a good week.
Yeah, so this week's the 4th of July. So I hope everybody's having family events and celebrations.
Oh.
Go like this. Move your wrists. No.
Boom. Boom.
So I hope you guys are all gathering with family and having parades and fireworks and carnivals, because I know our town is.
Whoop, whoop.
Got the carnival downtown all ready to go, and all the rides, and we'll have fireworks and a parade on the 4th. So
if you tune
which
in,
reminds me, we will probably have our outdoor camera out there ready for the floats and people rushing by to try to get in line. So you'll be able to see some of the floats from our 24/7 live, and then later that night, hopefully I can get it angled to the sky, and you'll be able to see the big fireworks anyway over the trees.
Yeah, you can watch all the golf carts go by. So we did it last year. It was a lot of fun. You can see all the old antique tractors going by our house, because they start at the grade school, and the grade school is down our road. And so everybody kind of goes down our street because it's the last street in town. So then we just stay home during the parade since all of our kids are grown and everything. And so then when the parade's over, you can still watch everything kind of go by and everything kind of split up and leave.
Blazer said he's going to yell at speeders.
I remember last year Blazer was watching and he was freaked out about all the golf carts. And I said, yeah, half this town has golf carts. They're going to pick up the kids at the grade school on golf carts. And now it's these other ones. What are those called?
They used to call, we call them scooters, but these are, they have e-bikes and wherever the electric scooters are. What's the name for them? I can't think of the name.
I was talking about what your brother has.
Oh, he has like a ATV 4-wheeler.
Yeah, so it's not a golf.
It's not really supposed to be on a road, but the city evidently allows it because he gets a sticker, so his is legal. But everybody else's, the stuff they drive, I don't think they should be on the road.
Well, some of them look like little doom buggies. They're not even golf carts. So yeah, it's getting popular in these small little towns. Everybody just
they used to call those electric scooters razors.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if they're still called razors or not, but
well, we got a lot of gasoline bikes, electric bikes, and they just buzz down the road.
But these other things are almost like dune buggies. They're a lot of them are made. They got roll cages and they're made for off road and in the sand or in the dirt, to have fun when you're out camping or hunting or whatever you're doing with them. They're not really supposed to be on the road, but evidently you can drive them on the road here and be okay, I guess.
Got rope lights on them at night.
Some of them have some big sound systems in them. You can hear them just like the cars where you hear the bass about 2 blocks away. Some of these golf carts have that in them too.
There was one last night. Yeah, because I was sitting outside enjoying the stars and I hearing this music and I peek around the corner and there goes a golf cart. Just big, giant speakers going. Well,
how's everybody in chat doing? Who we got in here tonight?
We got Gemini, Blazer, Jackie, I think Daryl. Is our chat froze? It's not moving. You guys alive?
I don't know. It says we're live.
Blazer, Robin.
Says we is.
Okay. Here, I'll wake everybody up. So how's that?
Yeah, I know, Jim and I. We don't have a golf cart or electric bike or e-bike. We don't have none of that.
Hey, Latchkey, welcome in.
Hey, Latchkey.
Yeah, we don't have a golf cart. I mean, we stay home. I mean, when you're on a golf cart, it's too people-y. I mean, you're driving around town. I know people like waving at people and, girls.
There's been a couple of times that I've thought about, a golf cart or whatever would be nice just to cruise around. But then again, it's like,
we just kind of like staying at home and being by ourselves. So people do like just driving around town, seeing people, waving, stopping, talking to people.
Plus, who's got $5,000, $12,000 to spend on them things if you buy them new? Some of the golf carts used are $5,000.
Oh, a lot of people do it to get the kids out of the house, and the kids enjoy cruising around town.
Yeah.
But sometimes you hear them fighting in the back seat because they don't want to sit by their siblings, and they're back there in the back seat all fighting and
don't touch me,
and yelling, and then mom and dad are yelling at them. That's it. We're going back home. That's it. Going back home.
Don't touch me. He touched me.
And then mom's going, that's it. So yeah, if you want to check out golf carts, you can watch our stream. I don't know if we're going to just start a new one or just leave that one. Who knows? We may just leave it on the 24/7.
I don't know. We might stop the 24/7 and then start a new stream just for the 4th and then end that, then start a new one back up again.
Something like that.
I wish I had a Wi-Fi camera. I'd take it down there and watch. You guys can watch the carnival.
So we wouldn't be able to go live down there, huh?
Probably could with our phones. We could go live with our phones.
It's awfully hot.
Get on the Ferris wheel and take everybody for a ride.
I haven't rode the Ferris wheel in years.
Take them on the teacups.
Actually, I don't think we walked down there last year, did we? It's been a couple of years since we.
I thought we went down last year.
Did we?
I don't know. I thought we did. Blazer says, I'll do it.
He'll do what?
Don't make me turn this card around. Then he says, I'll do it. I don't know if he's talking about, hi, Kimberly.
Don't make me turn this card around. Hi, Kim.
Take the riding lawnmower? Yeah, I could take the riding lawnmower.
We've had people that had DUIs and would use their riding lawnmowers to go to the bar.
There's lots of people riding lawnmowers, but I'm assuming they're going to somebody's place to mow, but I don't know. Maybe they're not.
Oh my. You see a lot of things in a small town.
Get one of those
Oh.
get one of those hopped up riding lawnmowers that are made for racing. That way you can keep up with traffic in town.
You need to tell them what you saw last week. And you asked me if I saw you were out in the garage. And you asked me if I saw the little runaway.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Anything happens in our little town.
So I had the garage door open. I'm out there messing around. I think I was building your bird feeder or something. I can't remember. But I look over and here's a little old grandma on a walker coming down the street and going around the corner right in front of our house because there's an intersection right in front of our house. And she's going around the corner. I thought, man, that's strange. And the first thing I thought, I was like, oh, somebody's running away. And sure enough, a truck pulls up behind her, and I think it rolled its window down, was trying to talk to her, and she didn't say a word. She just kept on going. Then finally she stopped and just stood there for a little while. Then she turned around and went back the way she went, but she didn't get in the truck, and the truck followed her back the other way. So I think Grandma was hitting the road.
And got caught. Yeah, we had a runaway grandma.
A blazer telling carnival jokes. Hi, Ida.
Hi, Ida. That's a good one, Blazer. Grandma on the lamb.
Yeah.
Yep. She probably would have kept on going if they didn't
Yeah,
stop.
I don't know how far
home.
I don't know where she thought she was going, or
Maybe she's going to Dollar General because you keep on going
maybe
down
I don't
the street.
know.
You get to Dollar General, who knows?
I think she's just trying to get away. Good thing the carnival wasn't in town. Grandma might have jumped in with the carnival and took off out of town with them.
So we're taking a grandma, made it safe back home.
I guess I don't know. I guess I should have paid attention to how far she had to go. I don't know where she came from.
You could have gone to our little town's community page on Facebook and asked, did the runaway grandma make it back home? Hey, Corey, welcome in.
Hey, Corey.
Nice to see you. We're talking about runaway grandma.
Not robot grandma. At least I don't think she's a robot.
You never know.
Could have been.
You never know.
That's funny.
Oh, boy. Yeah, so then we got a week break in town, and then we got the big, giant county fair.
Oh, yeah. So
Demo and concerts and truck and tractor pull. You can hear all that stuff on the 24/7 camera.
Yep. I still think they broadcast the tractor polls on one of the ESPN2 or Speed TV or something still from our little town.
Yeah, I think it was ESPN.
Somehow we got on the national circuit that they use our fairgrounds for.
Well, they said it was a perfect spot for the truckers to get off of these big, huge, giant highways, and we had a nice location for the semis, big lots for the semis to pull in. And so, yeah, they picked our little county fair for the nationals.
Yeah, Roger Blair. I thought Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Almost got ran over by a golf cart, I think.
We actually did have one golf cart accident in town.
We did. Early on, yeah.
Yep.
I think Grandma got ran over by an e-bike.
Hi, Roger. Yeah, we got so many of those e-bikes.
Or electric scooter. I don't know what would fit better in the song. Electric scooter, golf cart, e-bike.
Grandma got run over by an e-bike, buzzing down the street.
Running away from our house last night.
Those little e-bikes sound like little bumblebees in heat coming down the road, though. And they're noisy.
Well, it depends on if it's an actual electric bike or the gas bikes. The gas bikes are the one that sounds like a little mini buzzsaw or
Okay.
chainsaw going down the road.
Well, the gas bikes are probably cheaper than the electric bike, correct? Because half the trailer park has those gas bikes.
Corey's talking about grandma's running away. See, this one I think she was this in somebody's house and probably took off without them knowing.
Well, I mean, she turned around and went down the street, but he wasn't going slow following her, so I mean, she knew where she lived.
Surprised she wasn't feisty and just let him keep going and stop and start going back the other way.
I wish I would have seen that.
Yeah, because there is no nursing home anywhere down that road, so.
Yeah, not down that road where she was coming up from, right?
Right. So that's what I'm assuming she just escaped from their house or.
Yeah, because our nursing home and stuff is across our field and across the train tracks. You can see on our camera. Maybe she was heading to the nursing home to visit somebody. You never know.
Grandma's negotiating tapioca. Okay, I'll come home, but I get my boost and tapioca whenever I want it.
He's lucky that she was just in a walker and not in one of these electric scooters. She really would have been gone.
Oh, that would have been cool seeing her on a one
electric
of them old
wheelchair.
Little Rascals or whatever they were called with a basket on the front.
Oh boy.
Probably have a helmet and some goggles on, and grandma.
I'm going to Dollar General. Leave me alone. With a new Family Dollar. Well, goodness, 17 minutes in, talking about runaway grandma and golf carts and
Yeah.
4th of July. Let's work. Come on. Yay. Boom.
All right.
Boom, boom, boom.
I thought she worked here. When my mom was out there in the nursing home, she as soon as we walked in it, well, actually it was Uncle Kent. When we went to visit Uncle Kent, we had all these people, elderlies that were, I guess, residents. They can, are you here to pick me up?
Yeah.
Are you taking me home tonight? That's like,
or they tried to get to the electric doors before they closed.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of awkward, because you don't really want to say no, I'm not taking you anywhere, or you're not my grandma, or I don't know you, so you're like stuck with trying to. Okay, I want to walk away, but I don't want to create a scene or have them start doing whatever they're doing because we're not taking them home with us.
Well, I heard they like to escape the nursing homes when it's a full moon. Because it
makes
them act up, yeah.
Full moon fever. Have we ever had a carnival on 4th of July? Or, a full moon to line up with a carnival or fair?
Right. I don't know.
That's when all the crazies come out.
Yeah. Yeah. Carnies are in town. The carnies are in town.
Kind of. So what's everybody doing in chat? What you guys got going on this weekend? Did everybody have a carnival or a parade in their town this weekend?
Are you just staying home?
Go down and get some cotton candy and elephant ears, or what do you like? My mom loved elephant ears.
I was thinking about walking down tonight and getting an elephant ear, but it's so stinking hot. Maybe we will tomorrow anyway.
Well, I think it's going to be cooler tomorrow.
No, it's going to be hotter tomorrow, actually. Oh, but yeah, we even stay home for the fireworks. We don't head down to the river.
Jim and I are going to head to the beach. That's awesome.
Ooh, beach. They got fireworks.
Of course, that's probably crowded, isn't it? The beach is a big place during the 4th. People go out.
So we
A lot
got
of people.
fireworks.
I mean, we're on the river, and a lot of people boat and ski all weekend long because of the 4th.
Yeah, they come here for the carnival, and then we've got fireworks on a tiny little town, so everybody in the surrounding areas come here because we've got fireworks on the river.
Ida's staying home. Too hot in Arizona.
Oh, I bet.
How's Arizona? I remember my parents when we were kids going to a rodeo in Arizona because we had relatives in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was during the 4th or not, but I remember during the summer going to a rodeo.
Hi, NIZ.
Hey, how's it going? Oh, Lake Huron. Oh, you're going to the big lake. Going to a big lake.
That's what it is. We either have a spider or an earwig crawling on the camera.
Awesome. Robin's staying home for the cats. They get scared from the booms.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we just sit in our driveway because we can see the high ones. We don't see the low things, like the halfway, what they call it, the halfway show.
Oh, San Diego. San Diego closed their beach because of flesh-eating bacteria.
Ew, really?
Wow.
Ew. Wow. Rob,
Gemini going to float in the pool. Awesome.
Yep.
Pool parties are cool during the summer.
Pool parties. We had a pool for 10 years.
Now, when we were younger, we'd go swimming after midnight in the Henry pool, the community pool.
Jump the fence?
Huh?
What'd you do? Jump the fence?
Yeah. We'd be out there going swimming. Then when we see the cop or whatever cruising around, we'd get up close to the edge of the wall or whatever, or duck down in the pool. Or
oh my!
We'd swim for hours.
But yeah, we had a pool for 10 years, and we had the kids, and we tore it down and made the goat pen.
Actually, I think I have
used to be with the chickens.
I think I have a scar on my knee from the fence getting me. Just like what is that? Like it's like a 10-foot fence or 9-foot fence or something.
Yeah.
Maybe it's only 8 foot. At least it doesn't have barbed wire around it.
I've known you this long. I did not know that you pretty much broke in.
We didn't break in. It's in wide open.
You weren't supposed to. But it doesn't surprise me. You and how many others?
3 or 4.
Oh, wow.
Just depends on who was around. But I mean, we did it several times. I mean, trying to read chat as we're talking.
86. I think we got 87, but the heat index was like 97, something like that. But the next few days, it's in the low 90s.
I like Blazer. Breaking the law, breaking the law. It's a good song.
Wow. Man, a lot of beaches being closed.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, especially the ones that are on like the oceans and where you have stuff that could come in from other countries, and you never know what's out there.
I thought it was nasty swimming in the Illinois River.
Oh, it was.
Yes.
I mean, it was dirty when I was a kid. I can't imagine what it's like swimming in it now.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I was I was in my 20s when I first moved to town, is when we were out there in the Illinois River.
I mean, it's a strange thing, though. I mean, it doesn't necessarily look dirty. Like if you're water skiing, kneeboarding, or out there fishing or whatever, it doesn't really necessarily look dirty. But once you get in, and then you get out and the water starts draining from your swimsuits or whatever, then you can see it's kind of like a brownish color, kind of muddy.
NAC just got back shots today, so you ain't doing anything to ruin it.
Oh, hope you're doing good. I hope the shots work. That's horrible having back pain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no Kings protest supposed to be on the 4th.
2,000 cities they're doing this time.
Yeah, Portland Andy. There's so many of them now.
We'll be watching Portland Andy, that's for sure. That's when he's good. We normally don't watch him on a regular show when he's cooking hot dogs and just talking to people or opening up his mail.
We did at the beginning.
Yeah, we did at the beginning, but normally we watch him when there's something busy going on.
Oh, I just saw Judas Priest before in a small bar before they got big. That's kind of funny because REO Speedwagon was around here doing bars. Head East was from around Illinois doing bars before they made it big. And people from what was the name of the I can't think of the name of the band. Did Eye of the Tiger for Rocky movie.
Heard a boom. Somebody in chat will know. Who did Eye of the Tiger?
Man, I can't believe I can't remember it. Anyway, they're a couple of the band members there. One of their parents lived up in Chicago, so they had a little house up in one of the resorts or one of the lakes up a little north of us.
Survivor,
absolutely. That's what it is. I met 3 of them at Lake Thunderbird.
So I heard a little mini boom.
Little mini boom. Anything on the cameras?
No. I got one pointing, kind of like to the intersection. Because last night somebody was shooting them off. And you can kind of see them over the roof. Oh, a lavender farm.
Wow, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Wow. I tried to grow lavender. It didn't grow. I don't think anything's. I'm gonna have a hard time growing stuff.
Did we ever get any? Are you talking about with Taylor's wedding? Did we ever get any lavender grow out of those?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and having a hard time with things growing this year, except for tomatoes and cucumbers and a couple kale plants. I'm on my second package. I'm trying for the second round. Like, come on, kale, grow.
Grow.
The chat's going too fast.
Major lingo.
Another boom.
I wish I could remember the name of the band that my cousin used to play for when I was a kid. They'd be down on a hay rack down at one of the grocery stores downtown in the parking lots at night. They played at Kelt's grocery store. I know that for sure. One of the hot spots on when everybody used to cruise up and down the roads.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what the name of the band was. He was in Rock of Ages for a while.
Rocky Harbor's band.
Yes, I don't know if all the members were there when Guy was there, or if Guy was, huh?
Yeah, because Rocky left to be in another band, and then came back towards the end.
Yeah, so I don't know. I know he played with him for a while, I wish I could. I'll have to ask my brother if he remembers what the name of Guy's band was at the very beginning.
Oh God, yeah. NAC says he likes our background. These aren't a blue screen background. These are actually behind us in our room.
Yeah.
These are for real. This is my music room. And the fireplace. And
got some lights set up behind us. And
if you go that way around the fireplace, you'll be in his room.
Yep. We're just right. We just got a wall separating us down here in the basement.
Yeah. So we're both down in the basement. So people probably do think like, "Cool, blue screen in the back." So called the police a couple years ago. Someone was setting off fireworks and they were landing on people's roofs. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
We're having somebody go around and I mean, this is huge. They were doing it last year too. I don't know if they're quarter sticks or what.
200 lavender plants. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, 420.
Well, you can mix lavender with 420. Mix a nice blend. The lavender's calming.
Jackie says the residents have been demanding attention. That's all right. That's what you're there for, I guess, is for taking care of the residents. And
we'll be here for the next couple hours. You can pop in and out.
420.
Oh man, Robin,
somebody mentions 420 and there he shows up.
Robin mentioned 420 and there's Dwarf. Oh, that's funny.
I saw something popped up on my tablet or phone about UFO Day. And I don't know if that's just because a report came out or if that was actually, if today's really UFO Day.
Oh, I don't know. I've never heard that.
But as soon as I tried to go to it, World UFO Day is celebrated on July 2nd.
Happy UFO Day, everybody.
Happy UFO Day. What do you know?
I did not know that.
Well, it popped up on my tablet, and when I went to click on it, it just went away. And I thought, oh, that's weird.
NAC was mentioning M80s and mailboxes.
So there you go. Go outside. Maybe UFOs will be out tonight. World UFO Day. I mean, you think maybe they'd have a parade or something going on.
Yeah, maybe they're up there celebrating. UFO Day. Who made that up? All right, they need a goat day. They need a goat day. Come on.
World Goat Day.
If I would have known that, I would have worn my UFO t-shirt with the goat.
Yeah, I wore my Mothman shirt tonight from our shop.
Got my Chiro sounds. Tell you what, guys, these tri-sleeves are amazing. So comfortable.
Hi, Wendell. Cosmic Joe.
Hey, welcome in, Joe. I hope that was a cat.
So I wish I would have had a video or a screen effect or something for UFO Day. I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Could have had a little alien and a spaceship come across the screen or something.
Yeah, we need some UFOs or little alien effects instead of.
You got a UFO sound effect on your thing.
I got a goat. Where is it? This one? That one?
No, it makes a little like a Jetson sound.
That's for Dwarf.
There it is.
It sounds like it died.
Aww. So there you go. Everybody can celebrate World UFO Day and go out and look in the night sky and see if you can see anything. I wonder if reports go up on UFO Day. I wonder if all the reports to the UFO places go up.
Robin noticed my Bigfoot hat. We got
Is there a Bigfoot Day? Is there a Mothman Day? Is there a
Cryptid Day?
Cryptid Day or something too? I mean, there has to be, right?
Yeah, it's not fair. Yeah, Robin, we got Bigfoot hats in our shop now. We got a little alien. What else do we got in our hats? I'm trying to remember.
We got our logos on hats. We got
Bigfoot,
alien. I don't know what else is on our hats. I don't think we put space penguins on them, or did we?
No, I think we just put space penguin on a shirt. I don't think we put him on a hat. I think we did the little alien doing the little peace sign.
But we got
they come in different colors.
3/4 sleeve shirts. We still have these T-shirts in there with we have this one's Mothman. We have a Bigfoot one, and I'm going to be working on a new one for another cryptid for we're calling this the American Legends. So it's going to be all the cryptids of the U.S. Then maybe we'll do world cryptids or something. Get the Loch Ness monster and Yeti, whatever else.
I love these tri-sleeves. I mean, you've got how many? 3? I got like 3. You got 3. They're so.
I got 2 tri-sleeves. I just 3/4 sleeves.
Hey, welcome in, Ken.
I really like those 3/4 sleeve shirts.
Hey, Wendell came in too. Wendell and Ken.
Yep, I said hi to Wendell. I think I said hi to. I said Wind Clan. I didn't say Ken. So yeah, I think I'll be designing a couple more T-shirts to add to the. And if you guys want a 3/4 sleeve shirt, if you go to the store and you want to order a 3/4 sleeve, the baseball shirts or whatever you want to call them, and if you want like the Bigfoot or Mothman or something else on a 3/4, we can do that too.
Yeah, just let us know if there's a certain print that you want on a tri-sleeve, and I'll throw it in the shop real quick.
So there's the link. Thanks, Blazer.
Thank you, Blazer.
They go great with tube socks. I think in grade school and high school, I think I wore 3/4 sleeve T-shirts all the time, especially because I was in baseball and sports. But I think this as a regular shirt, I think I wore them all the time.
I'm starting to see more people even wearing them. So they're definitely coming back in style. The tube socks, so you had to have the right color to match your outfit.
Yeah, I don't think people don't wear tube socks that often. I don't think anymore. I don't think. At least the kids don't seem to. You go back. That is funny. You go back and look at the 70s pictures, and you see people wearing tube socks and shorts and tank tops, and like we're talking 3/4 sleeves.
These days, they wear socks with their Crocs.
Now they got the little ankle socks or hidden socks, so you can't tell that you're wearing socks inside your shoes. That's a big thing with the kids. UFO Day. That's crazy.
Leg warmers. Dolphin shorts in the 80s. Love those.
It says here on the web page, it says enthusiasts celebrate World UFO Day by watching the skies for UFOs, attending parties, and engaging in discussions about the unidentified flying objects.
Watch her 24/7 on a clear night. You'll see things appear every single night, and we don't know what they are.
Oh, it says it's the day commemorates two significant events. The first widely reported UFO sighting by Kenneth Arnold on June 24th, 1947, and the Roswell incident, July 2nd, 1947.
Oh.
So Kenneth Arnold.
That should be Roswell Day.
Yeah, it should be Roswell. I bet they have a big party. Kenneth Arnold is the one that saw the UFO in the canyon, and then he termed flying saucer, I believe.
Yeah, because for years they were called flying saucers, then UFOs.
I could be wrong. I thought Kenneth Arnold is the one that first mentioned or was published as saying they would look like flying saucers. So there you go. I guess I didn't put Roswell as July 2nd. It didn't ring a bell with me.
I just know the year. I guess I didn't know the actual date of it. Laser said Kenneth Arnold is correct. Interesting.
See, we could have had a UFO party today, and I didn't even know it.
Oh well.
Maybe that's really why we have a carnival in town.
They're aliens.
No, they're celebrating UFO Day.
If I would have known, I would have worn a UFO T-shirt.
We can go down to the carnival and win a blow up UFO or a alien. They always have those green aliens that are.
Or you have to knock over
in
cans
in the softball toss or whatever.
Yeah. I can imagine how much a game is now these days.
Yeah.
$2 a game, $3 a game.
I don't know.
Wow. There. All right. Bigfoot Dwarf says, I can light another one for the UFO Day.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, celebrate for us. And it's Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
See, she just said happy UFO Day.
Yeah, happy UFO Day.
Whoop, whoop.
I guess I did not know that. That's weird.
Happy UFO Day.
So we got some cryptid reports to do, and I guess we might as well do a UFO report since it's UFO Day.
Yeah,
World UFO. It's World UFO Day. It's just not for us in the U.S. It's everybody.
So who brought that up?
Who brought what up?
Who started the World UFO Day? Do you know who actually started it? Oh my gosh!
No.
Read this.
It's because of Roswell. I don't know. So I said Kenneth Arnold and because of the Roswell incident. Good show today, Jessica. You and Brown Dwarf, both of you are in chat, hanging out.
I don't know if I can I read this now? All right, I guess I can read it. Get it to the light. This is May 10th, 1966. The Air Force wants help with UFOs. It says, in Washington, the Air Force is planning to hire scientists to help it check out flying saucer reports. A Defense Department announced yesterday describing this as a step to strengthen scientific investigations. Oh, they sound so serious. Of reports the Air Force receives on unidentified flying objects. The help of more individuals within the scientific community will be sought through contracts calling for prompt, in-depth investigations of selected UFO reports. The announcement said, oh my, The decision to award the contracts, the Pentagon said, was based on the recommendation by the Air Force Scientific Advisory Board, which reviews the resources and works of Project Blue Book, the Air Force program to investigate and evaluate UFO reports. The Air Force will seek funds. Yeah, they need money. The Air Force will seek funds for such contracts in the fiscal year of 1967 and 1968 budgets, the announcement said. Air Force officials are discussing the project with university and other scientific leaders to determine their interest, the Pentagon said. They don't act like that these days, do they?
No. No, they don't.
Oh, my. So that's the one I thought was very, very interesting. So what do you guys think of that one? You really think that they're going to ask for our help? And
so if you
and they want money, yeah.
You can always go to the Enigma project, or they have all the UFO reports there and videos and what the reports, you can read the official reports on Enigma. They have an app, and I think they have a little presence online even.
Yeah, that was funny.
They all want money.
Yeah, they're going to ask for funds. Uh-huh.
They all want money.
Yep.
You would think that the information, especially if it's a government project, you think the information would be out there available to everybody, but
yeah, whatever happened to these projects? That was 1966. Huh. I
don't know. Took the money and run, I guess.
Well, they probably
maybe they got abducted.
It's declassified. Top secret. Ended up being top secret. But it's funny, these articles were actually in the newspapers back then.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, I like your relative's articles because he had a way of words.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this wasn't one of his. This was one of my mom's that I pulled out of her folder. I just thought it was funny. They're going to ask citizens for help. Yeah, you're not going to get our reports anymore. Nope.
Nope.
So I see you're working on something. You're pulling up a cryptid report.
Yeah, I thought we would just go ahead and. So this is for July. Let me see. I'll go ahead and start on today's.
I can't believe it's July already. Oh my!
July 2nd, 1954. So it says 71 years ago today, the story of the Garson invaders stands out as a highly unusual for its time, primarily because of the reported spacecraft was there you go, UFO day. We got a UFO report. Spacecraft were described as a spherical rather than the commonly reported disc-shaped flying saucers of the 50s and 60s. The detail alone sets it apart from the popular UFO narratives of the era, which often emphasize streamlined saucer-like craft. Adding the credibility and intrigue of the account, the witness Eno La Zarza was said to have no prior interest in UFOs or science fiction. He was a miner concerned with what was under his feet and not in the stars above. So he had little fascination or extraterrestrial phenomenon, making his testimony all more compelling and difficult to dismiss as a product of overactive imagination or cultural influence. La Zarza never revealed what it was that the alien entity ordered ordered of him. Some sources will only describe it as apocalyptic. Apocalyptic. So here I'll bring up the picture and
What is it? We always get excited about the picture.
there it is.
Ew.
So this is a article from Creepy Acres. They keep track of cryptids and aliens and stuff like that. Look at this. Look at that.
My gosh.
Is that a speaker? What is that thing?
Has that teeth?
I think that's teeth.
Does he have eyeballs?
I think that's what those are.
That looks like a speaker.
That's what I said. It looks like a speaker.
Oh, that one's
It almost looks like a flea, a giant flea or crab looking thing.
Or a snail.
Yeah. So this says today in Creepy History, July 2nd, 1954. And like I said, this is from Creepy Acres. 5 p.m. Garson, Ontario, Canada. Eno La Sarza, 23, is at the nickel mining company where he works when he notices something in the sky moving several times the speed of a jet plane, rocketing towards Earth. Suddenly it stops and hovers above the ground. It is a spherical craft, 25 feet in diameter, three huge, 13-foot tall, green-blue, glowing monstrosities emerge from the object.
13 feet tall.
Wow, that's a big crab or whatever that thing is.
Wow.
Can you imagine that? 3 of them.
Wow.
So it says they have a single eye in the center of what passed for a forehead. So that's an eyeball. I thought the 2 things. Where'd I go? I thought the 2 things up on top were eyeballs.
That's an eyeball?
I thought these things were eyeballs, not this.
Oh my. Does it have like an eyeball like a fly does?
Well, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. That's what I was
A single eye in the center of what passed for a forehead and 6 evenly distributed sets of arms or hairy legs. The hands are crab-like claws. One of the insects, like behemoth, scuttled towards La Sarza. The man is hit by what he refers to as a psychic blow. Oh, so that's kind of like what people report about Bigfoot sending out
getting a sonic attack or a sonic
wave. A psychic blow. The being orders something of La Sarza. He refuses, stating he would rather die than the hypnotic stare. And with a hypnotic stare, he is rendered unconscious. La Sarza would awaken to find the beings gone. He would report the encounter to the police and the Royal Canadian Air Force. La Sarza has never revealed what the creatures demanded. Wow. So they must have said something telepathically to him then, right?
And then knocked him out. So he went unconscious. Oh my.
Wow. So that's July 2nd, 1954.
Wow. Don't get too many bug reports.
Cosmic Joe says that looks like a lantern bug, which is all over his property, but very small. Yeah, I can't imagine that 13 feet tall. Robin says looks like a flea.
Wow.
So there you go, 1954.
That was an interesting one. That was different.
And then July 1st, I'll go ahead and do another one. We might do a few of them over through the whole time we're on. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Well, we kind of missed, 2 Wednesdays?
Yeah. We got a few to do if we wanted to do all of them, but
so far our internet speed's still up there.
so this is July 1st, 1937.
Oh, wow.
So it says 88 years ago today, while numerous reports of huge unknown creatures haunting Arkansas, White River had already persisted for decades. It was the sighting that occurred in the first week of July 1937 that brought the White River Monster, or Whitey, so he's got a nickname, Whitey, as it's known to the locals, to national attention. Speculation on the beast's identity varies. Some believe it to be a monstrous catfish or a sturgeon, while others claim it's a massive snake-like serpent. Oh, so this is a water creature in the White River. So let's see. One person claimed it to be an elephant seal that was simply lost. Reportedly, many of other people who came to see the beast for themselves in 1937 were armed. Several men even brought dynamite. One individual showed up with a machine gun. They were serious about monster hunting back then, weren't they?
Yeah, Jessica needs a machine gun.
Yeah. You need a Tommy gun, Jessica.
Oh.
Jessica packing a sword and a Uzi and
I'm ready.
Dwarf could be up there in the redwoods with a flamethrower and Uzi or machine gun. All right, one of them brought dynamite. One individual showed up with a machine gun. A man named W.E. Penix had begun taking donations to finance the creation of a huge net to capture the beast, but eventually the monster would simply vanish, and Penix would be forced to abandon his net funding ran out along with public interest. The White River Monster itself might have been completely forgotten if Whitey had not resurfaced again in the 1970s. The new sightings sparked people to proclaim that the White River Monster sightings were cyclical, with the beast returning every 40 years. A creature remains unidentified
to
this day.
What if it still shows up every 4 years?
Every 40 years, it said.
Every 4 years.
So there he is. He does look. This picture does look like a giant catfish or something.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like a snake or anything like the one description said. So it says, today in Creepy History, brought to you by Creepy Acres, July 1st, 1937, Newport, Arkansas. Bramlett Bateman is contacted by tenant farmers renting land on his plantation along the White River, just 6 miles south of Newport. They tell him of a monstrous beast lurking in the river. Through skeptical, Bateman agrees to investigate. He finds a creature he describes as being as wide as a car and 3 cars long.
Wide as a car.
So as wide as a car and 3 cars long in length.
That's pretty big.
With skin like wet elephant hide. Soon he contacts the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission and asks if he can use dynamite to kill the beast. He is denied. Word quickly spreads to about the White River Monster, and soon crowds of curious onlookers and wannabe monster hunters descend on the farm. Bateman sets up a viewing area where he charges 25 cents for a chance to glimpse the beast. Despite numerous attempts by locals, including a former Navy deep sea diver, the creature is never captured. Hi, Dennis.
Hi, Dennis.
Hi, Unreal.
Hi, Unreal. Unreal estate agent.
007.
25 cents. Wonder what that would be these days to charge somebody to come shoot your monster on your property.
Well, that's 1937, so 25 cents
25
was
cents.
pretty good money for somebody just
Wow. It's probably what, 10, 20 bucks. Bring your machine guns and
dynamite.
Oh my gosh. So did it say they actually did finally kill the thing?
No, it says the creature was never captured. And remember the other
Okay.
thing I read said that they disappeared, but then showed back up in the 70s.
That's wild.
Or one, maybe there's more than one. I don't know.
It was only worth a quarter of his time.
It was only worth a quarter at the time. Yeah.
Wow.
That's funny.
Yeah, let's go swimming in the lake.
Well, actually in the U.S. there's a lot of river monsters, or supposedly river monsters. I think Jessica's brought that up on a show. I can't remember if we did it with her or somebody else did.
Yeah, Mississippi had a bunch of river monsters, didn't they?
Then the next one back is June 29th, 1988. This one looks cool. I like the picture of this guy. So this one says 37 years ago. So that would have been for June 29th. The story of Bishopville Lizard Man, aka the Scape or Swamp Lizard Man. That's kind of weird. The Scape or Swamp Lizard Man.
Ew.
Or the Bishopville Lizard Man. Would go on to be covered by People Magazine, Good Morning America, CNN, and the legendary news anchor Dan Rather and Tom Brokaw. Rumors still persist that even the Oprah Winfrey Show reached out to Christopher Davis after news of his encounter spread, but more amazing is that the reportedly he would pass several polygraph tests, lie detectors. Sadly, Christopher Davis' life would end tragically in 2009 when he was murdered in his home. He was only 37. They probably could have left that part out. Then this is a cool drawing.
Oh, wow.
To me, it looks like a modern creature of the Black Lagoon.
Oh, their artists are amazing on this channel. Wow, that's cool. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Dennis says he's going to go for the Lizard Man one day. Dennis has already looked for him. He's going to go back and
Lizzie hunting. Oh, wow. You know, if they had both arms, that'd make an awesome t-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Look at those eyes and teeth. He does look like
got a six-pack.
Yeah. He looks pretty muscular, got big claws, muscular legs and calves, and scaly head and shoulders.
Dennis said, I think I saw him while I was there.
Yeah, Unreal says those lizard monsters are scary. That would make a good t-shirt. Lizard Man.
Wow.
All right.
Cool. There.
Well, we'll do one more just because this one's in Illinois. This one just happens to be in Illinois. So this is June 26th, 1973. Anybody guess what it is without looking it up?
June what?
June 26th, 1973.
No. Robin said that dude needs to be a 3D printed.
I remember as a kid, you can get it'd be about this tall. about 10 inches. You could put the puzzle or not puzzle, but like a model. They had Loch Ness Monster. They had a creature from the Black Lagoon. He glowed in the dark. That was cool when I was growing up.
Gator Man.
So this said 52 years ago today, one night after seemingly clawing its way out of the Illinois Big Muddy River, Murfreesboro Big Muddy Monster would continue to terrorize the citizens of Murfreesboro, Illinois. This time it moves to Westwood Hill subdivision of Murfreesboro, leaving a trail of small broken trees, trampled grass, and globs of unidentified oily black slime in its wake.
Ew.
Yeah, black slime.
Oh, my.
The night would end with authorities investigating an old barn but finding nothing inside. However, as an interesting side note, a year prior, a similar creature was reported 200 miles to the north in Peoria, Illinois. So that's not far from us. Yeah, that's not very far from us.
45 minutes.
A year prior, the creature was dubbed the Coal Hollow Road Monster, was rumored to live in a lair that it had dug beneath an old abandoned house. So it was possible that the Big Muddy Monster was there. Perhaps it was under the noses the whole time and that it just hadn't dug deep enough for the truth to come out. So they're saying that it was right there close to where we are.
Wow.
First or one of them, and then the big famous one was the Big Muddy River Monster.
And where I grew up as a kid was even closer to Peoria. Wow. If you can't trust rivers, back those. Oh my gosh.
So this has it looking like it's white, but it said it was muddy and black oily. I guess it does have a little black all over it, but
it looks like a Bigfoot.
It does. A Murfreesboro Monster is supposed to be a type of Bigfoot or some kind of giant, but it is white.
Huh.
It's kind of weird having a white thing digging in the mud, though. But
Sasquatch do like being down by the river.
So this says June 26, 1973, 10 p.m., Murfreesboro, Illinois. Randy Creeth, 17, and Cheryl Ray, 17, are sitting in the breezeway of the Ray home located in the Westwood Hill subdivision of Murfreesboro. When something steps out of the woods and into the backyard, the teens discover an 8-foot-tall giant covered in long white matted fur with glowy red eyes and slathered in river slime. The creature turns and vanishes back into the woods. Cheryl informs her mother, who, unsure of what to do, calls her friend and neighbor, Mrs. Barrel, B-A-R-I-L. And the story startles Barrel, and she recalls to her son, Christian, 4, earlier that night, screaming about seeing a big white ghost outside. Barrel instructs Ray to call the police. Soon, officers Jimmy Nash and Ron Manwaring, security officer Jerry Nellis, and his trained police dog, Reb, are sent to investigate. Reb leads the men for nearly 1.5 miles, stopping periodically to inspect strange globs of black slime along the way. Eventually, they arrive at an old barn, but try as they might, Nellis can't get his frightened 80-pound German Shepherd to enter.
Oh.
The men go inside without Reb, but find nothing.
Dog knew something.
So an 80-pound German Shepherd did not want to go into the barn.
Wow.
I don't know. That looks scarier. That picture looks scarier than most of the Bigfoot's pictures that we ever see.
Dennis said, I always felt sorry for the creature of the Black Lagoon. All he wanted was a girlfriend.
I know. He just wanted to be loved. He just wanted. Same thing with King Kong. King Kong just wanted to be loved. How many monster movies is there where they always take a girl?
No.
I mean, you got King Kong, and I don't know if Godzilla ever took a girl or not, but there you go.
That was a good one.
June 26, 1973, Murfreesboro, Illinois. And as the other statement we read, there was the one from Peoria, Illinois, which is very close to where we live.
That was probably a white Sasquatch. Interesting. Don't kill spiders that come up to you.
I'm going to have to look that up.
Trying to pay rent.
The Coal Hollow Road Monster for Peoria, Illinois. Road Hollow. Cool.
Yeah, Dennis. Even monsters need love.
Yeah. Monsters' lives matter.
Let's start a protest.
Monsters' lives matter.
Yeah, they do. Frankenstein.
Oh, here's a. Oh, I got two different pictures for this guy.
You got another one?
Well, it's the same incident, but evidently I've downloaded. See, I've been downloading these for a couple of years, some of them. So evidently this is the one that I downloaded last year, and it's almost the same.
We got a more muddy,
and his face looks more mean. So it's the same article, basically the same report. Or wait a minute, that says 25th. The other one said the 26th. So it is a different one.
Oh.
Same guy, but different. So it's a night before. So it says 11:55 p.m. Murfreesboro, Illinois. Randy Needham, 19, and Judy Johnson, 28, are parked near a public boat ramp of the Big Muddy River when their midnight tryst is interrupted by an inhuman screams emanating from the nearby woods. So they were out necking.
And the other ones were.
The other one came in the backyard of those people.
Yeah, and they were teenagers. Well, one's 19 here.
Dennis said cocaine yeti.
Cocaine yeti.
So it says their midnight tryst is interrupted by inhuman screams emanating from the nearby. I guess that's a nice way of saying making out or necking or whatever you want to say.
Blazer says, I hate it when my twist is interrupted.
I know. You're getting all trysted up, and then all of a sudden, boom. There's Muddy Hollow or whatever his name is, or says, nope, we're not having none of that, kids.
Oh, that's funny.
Just then, a massive 7-foot-tall white-furred beast emerges from the darkness, slathered in mud. Terrified, the couple flees to the police station to report the incident, even though it exposes their extramarital affair. Oh. I guess that is what a tryst means, is that whatever you was married.
Oops.
Wow, exposes. So they report a monster, a Bigfoot or whatever it is, and they get busted for having an extramarital affair. That was probably all over the Esquire.
Oh my gosh.
Needham Needham returns to the scene with officers Jimmy Nash and Merle Lindsay, as well as Deputy Sheriff Bob Scott. Recently, the river had flooded, leaving the area a muddy mess, thus making identifying any footprints impossible. Around 3 a.m., the men are near the river's edge when sensing something, officers Nash draws his weapon. Suddenly, a roar echoes through the nearby woods, frightening the men away. Officer Nash is so scared that he drops his gun and doesn't return for it until the next morning.
Jeez.
So there you go. That one's, man, that's like an Esquire story, man. An extramarital affair broken up by Bigfoot.
Wow.
There you go.
Very good. Yeah. That deserves a goat. What? Hey, Blues Cruise, welcome in.
Hey, Blue. Yeah, there you go. Illinois Bigfoot ain't putting up with no hanky panky in his area.
Oh, wow. Those were good. Dum-dum.
Well, if we get bored in a little bit, we'll do some more.
Yeah, we'll get caught up. Oh my!
I'm gonna go back one more and make sure there isn't another Illinois weirdo stalking kids. Wow. Or all right, now what? No. We had a UFO creepy cryptid, and we had two Bigfoot looking things, and that giant catfish, and UFO day today. So there you go.
And Joe's talking about horror movies, and they were talking about Frankenstein and
yeah, we're talking about I brought up King Kong. Oh, Dennis brought up he just wanted a girlfriend, and I said, yeah, King Kong, he just wanted to be loved. And I brought up Godzilla, and I mean, really, even a Dracula, that's all he wanted. He just wanted a wife or a girlfriend. He just wanted to be loved. Frankenstein, Dracula, they all wanted women. I don't know about the Wolfman. I don't know if he wanted a woman or not. Monster movies, they always wanted a woman.
The place that fell asleep during the ghost movie.
The ghost movie? You mean like
No, wasn't that Saturday night? What did we play?
Oh, yeah. Our movie?
Yeah.
I thought he meant the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze and
the Ghost and Mrs.
Murr.
And then Friday was They Live.
They Live.
You can go back to Rumble and watch it if you want. You can go and watch They Live. And
if he fell asleep, I don't think he probably wants to go back to watch it.
And Daryl asked if you have any new maps or old maps, LOL.
Actually, I have some. I got some pictures of wildflowers from an old U.S. Natural. I don't know what it's called, Natural Encyclopedia. And then in the meantime, I've also found 16 hidden treasures or lost treasures in Illinois.
Ooh.
So I got those we can go through, or there's always maps. I always got maps.
We're going to start treasure hunting?
One of them's not that far from us, actually.
Really? Oh, my.
We can get a metal detector and always got maps. Now, these aren't old. This one isn't old. This is somebody took the time to map out. We can go. I don't know if we want to go through it tonight or not. I was going to do the lost treasure, but somebody mapped out.
Where's me gold?
Somebody mapped out everything and anything inside and around all the Great Lakes.
Oh.
So obviously there's underwater Jesus. There's the Drop 45. There's like a Stonehenge thing. There's
Oh my. I guess we'll discuss this
all
next.
kinds of stuff, let alone shipwrecks and all kinds of cool stuff. I think like the Devil's Kettle, and there's just all kinds of neat stuff around there. And I got individual slides of all these individual things. Well,
Oh, neat.
I don't have pictures of every single thing, but I have I clipped out or cropped out so you can see the names and stuff all around the Great Lakes better. So I'm slowly collecting pictures of what they're describing.
Welcome in, Joanne.
So we do have those that we haven't gone over yet.
Wow.
So we can do that sometime. And are these man-made lakes?
Yeah, we're thinking they might be man-made lakes. Old maps show a river up there. Don't show the Great Lakes.
Oh, I'm not buying necessarily that the Ice Age pushed boulders and stuff and created the Great Lakes over and over, because they keep saying it comes down, then retreats, then comes down and retreats, and that's how the Great Lakes ended up filling in. When you got maps that don't even show the Great Lakes on them. Now, could it have been they didn't know about the Great Lakes? Could have been, okay, this map isn't about the Great Lakes. It's about something else they're trying to portray on the maps. Could be. But I would think something that big. Hi, Joanne. I would think something that big, as far as like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 great big bodies of water, that you would be showing that on your map.
Makes you wonder what's the earliest map that actually shows the Great Lakes.
Yeah,
the real old ones don't. Interesting.
Well, I have all the maps saved that we've went through before, like the Urbano Monte, the Monday map, and I do have some new pictures of some maps that I took, but I don't have them on the computer yet because I was just getting stuff for tonight that we were going to talk about. Oh, we never went through. Here's something we can do. Where'd we leave off on these maps? Where'd we leave off on? Where'd we leave off on these maps? The mystical beasts. I can't remember where we left it. We only went through 3 or 4 of them and then we stopped.
Did we do Italy? We'll just start with this one. I forgot about those.
So this says mythical beasts of Italy. I think we did this one.
Yeah, we might have. Yeah, we might have done the Italy one.
We'll just show it real quick. So we got Mantillans, which looks like a bat woman or bat witch or something. Maybe can you guys see that? Here, I'll zoom in even closer so you guys can see it better. In case somebody has a cell phone or whatever.
Looks like a Mothman.
Can you guys see that all right?
Yep.
My grandfather is from Italy. Pizza the Hut.
Pizza the Hut.
So there we got Mantillians. I don't know if I'm saying it right or not. Torso Rosso di Torino. So, I mean, I guess that's a bull, obviously.
Oh, bull.
Let's see what else is up here with the.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, Isamandel.
Grandpa Smurf is real.
Looks like he's frozen. Maybe that's ice. Isamandel.
Yeah, I remember some of these.
There's Tana E. Corroders. He looks like I don't know, what's he look like? It looks like he's got a helmet or a rock head, or is he made out of stone? Then he's got a queen or a princess underneath of him.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
That looks like a zombie.
Iguan?
Oh, got something in her back. Is that an animal or a baby?
I think it's a child or something. Maybe it steals childs. She's got hooves It's got hooves on her feet.
Don't look friendly.
Well, I don't think any of these are supposed to be friendly. I don't know. Maybe they are.
Well, maybe they just want a girlfriend.
There's Taran Tasso. Looks like a dragon. There's a lot of dragons on all these maps.
They just want to be loved. Oh, there's a lot of dragons in this.
They were back to the bowl. Oh, here's a beaver looking thing. Oh, a marmot. Marmot Bolano.
Is that a wine bottle?
We have mirror marmot. Is it marmots? Meerkats? Marmots? All right. Looks like he's got a bottle.
I know. Looks like a wine bottle.
Probably goes around stealing everybody's wine since they're in Italy. Maybe that's a creature that steals wine. There's Polpo di Tellaro, which was like an octopus, and it looks like he has bells. Looks like he's ringing bells.
It does look like bells.
Yeah, I think he's ringing bells. For whom the bell tolls, I guess.
Drunk
That looks like a Muppet.
That guy. Drunk beaver.
Now that's Borda. Looks like he's got a rain jacket or slicker or something on. Of course, he is by the water. So is the octopus. So these are. Looks like he's got a rain slicker.
A small, mischievous gnome.
Oh.
Was referred to the Mazzarello or wherever he was.
See, some of these is hard to tell what word goes with what. Let's see. Oh, this guy's Gio Salapino. And then this person up here, whatever this thing is, must be Borda. Looks like a cloud.
Yeah. Or how about Dirty on the Peanuts? He always had a cloud of dirt fluff around him.
Oh, Pigpen?
Yeah.
There's Mostro della Aquarina. That looks like a sea monster. I'm not sure what this thing is. A Varvol. Looks like he's got fire for eyes. Looks like he's on a boat or something. Out in the water. Maybe he's surfing. I don't know.
Gonna kill the sea serpent.
Oh, there's a rooster or some kind of bird. Wow. Badalashio. Looks like some kind of mixture of a bird and
lizard,
dragon,
something.
I don't know. Ogo Pogo. Yeah, that's lake monsters. There's a lot of. We went over we did a show of all the names, how they kind of rhymed of all the U.S. lake monsters. Oh, that guy. That looks like a sea serpent or some kind of snake. Mastro di Pinatoli.
A
He's
snake
got
with a
fire
tail.
coming out. It must be a fire breathing something.
Hey, Scott, welcome in.
Hi, Scott. Sabila Apennini's. She's got planets and scrolls, and she looks like she's got kind of an alien-shaped head without the hair. Her ears stick out, so she's got planets around her.
Mm-hmm.
She's got scrolls. And there's another monster, a lake monster or a river monster, Landoro. Looks like a sea serpent. Drago di Atessa. He looks like kind of a horned lizard or something. Looks like he's eating steak.
It's a T-bone.
It is a T-bone.
Did he get it off of that guy right there?
I don't know. This is a. So if this is the big body of water around Italy, then this must be a lake where they got a sea monster or a lake monster. Monstro del Gago Fusini. No, he's sticking his tongue out at the other sea monster, I think. Look at he's sticking his tongue out at the other guy.
Giving him a raspberry.
There's Lupa. So Lupa's what? Wolf? Fox?
Yeah, looks like he's got two naked people on his tail.
Oh, I don't know what they're doing. But then what's this guy? Monticello?
Looks like something you'd see on Star Wars.
He does look like one of those little Star Wars. Got a dark face. He's got a hood on. Some kind of monk's robe or something. I don't know what he is. Look at that guy. Chuma.
Almost has a jester hat on.
He does look like he has a jester's hat and some kind of cloak and
Hunched over.
Oh, wait, what's this? What's this? Sirena. That must be a siren or something. No, he's got
something flying.
It's got bird wings.
Yeah.
Sirena. Yeah, it looks like a hawk or a bird, maybe a seagull. I don't know.
Oh, thank you, Blazer.
Oh, I missed these over here. They got a little island over here with some weirdos on it.
See what Blazer says?
What?
The Lupa is an Italian wolf who nursed and sheltered the twins Romulus and Remus after they were abandoned in the wild by decree of the king Amulus of Abba Longa, if I pronounced any of that right.
Mm-hmm.
The twins.
Yeah, we talked about the boy twins when we did the mythological show of all the old maps or the constellations.
Wolf boys.
So here's some kind of horse on that island and some kind of bull with a devil on top of it. And then whatever this
a lady sitting on a hut
says Janice. Then we got a lady riding a goat.
Meh.
I thought, is that his horns? Because it almost looks like an elf or something sitting on his head. But I'm assuming that's his horns.
Yeah, probably his horns.
He's got bows tied on his fur, and She looks kind of festive. She's got stuff in her. She doesn't look mean or nothing. They don't look evil in this one. Donna DeFura. Oh, look at that guy. What's that?
Yeah, like Robin
Oh,
said,
look at two of them.
the horns on the bull was on fire. Robin said.
Oh, on the island? Yeah.
Yeah, the horns were on fire.
Well, he's got a devil on top of him, so I would assume he doesn't look very happy.
Wasn't there?
I guess I wouldn't be happy if my horns were on fire either.
Wasn't there a cartoon that a bull used his horns as guns and go down one at a time?
Yeah, I think that was on a Bugs Bunny. All right, we were down here. So look at that guy. He looks pretty festive.
3 fingers.
Looks like, yeah, I know, but they look like they got suction cups or something on the end of them.
A double-tailed mermaid, maybe.
He's got wings. Yeah, double-tailed something. Then here's this guy, whatever he's supposed to be.
He's doing yoga. He's doing yoga.
Doing yoga, doing some exercises.
Yeah, looks like he's doing yoga on the beach.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heads. Or is it one main head and 5?
And 3 wolf heads?
Yeah, he's got wolves down there. Looks like he's got a club or a sword in his hand, too. Got a sword in his hand. Then they got wolves, and then it looks like they got tentacles.
An angry walrus doing yoga.
Angry walrus doing yoga. Then this is like a whirlpool or a, I don't know, Charitabilis. I don't know what that is, a whirlpool or something. Oh, there's like a mountain man with goat hooves and not sure else how to describe him.
Collecting gemstones.
Then there's a mermaid. Luis Casa.
Don't believe that smile. It's a trick.
I know. She's got double. Look at, she's got double too.
Yeah.
Just like Starbucks.
Nah,
I think we showed everybody on this map.
above her, we didn't do him. He kind of looks like Oscar the Grouch.
Oh yeah.
It's Oscar the Grouch. Oh my.
He looks like a hobo Oscar.
Oscar the Grouch is real.
Oscar's out of the garbage can cruising, doing a trip on the country. Looks like he's got a backpack or a satchel and a staff, and looks like he's got some tears in his pants. He's got green. It looks like evidently his whole body's fuzzy and green because he's got hair sticking out down below here or something.
Yeah, he's Oscar the Grouch.
I don't think we did this guy either. Now Lupa, right? Lupa is wolf, like werewolf. Lupamon. So that'd be like a werewolf?
Probably. I bet it's a werewolf. Because it's got shorts on. Werewolves usually have ripped shorts on. I bet that's their term of werewolf.
All right. I think that's everybody on that map.
Yeah, like Joanne said, the map is beautifully illustrated. Very nice.
Yeah, we did. Wow. We did these maps. A lot of these. We did that one already.
Yeah, we did some of them.
Ireland, Italy, Wales.
No, did we do Wales?
I think we did Wales. So here's Yorkshire.
Ooh, look at all of them.
So Yorkshire's over, I'm assuming the UK over, since we last slide was Wales, which I think we did last time. Huh?
Do they pronounce it Yorkshire?
Well, it should be Yorkshire. We as Americans say Shire, but if you pronounce it right, I think it's Yorkshire.
Or Shire.
So it should be Sure, pronounced like Sure, Yorkshire.
Sure. Joe wants to know, do you have any maps of Japan?
I don't know. Let me peruse them real quick. Then we'll get back to this map. I don't think we do.
Yeah, you got quite a few.
Got ancient Egypt, Greece, Germany, Scandinavia, United States, Scotland. Nope, I don't think we got Japan.
Hi, Jackie. Jackie said you did France also. So she must have been in chat that night we did.
Yeah, Robin. I think Robin found the website or the place that sells these maps, and I kind of scarfed them, screenshotted them just to show them.
Just borrow them.
So Scandinavia, U.S., Germany, Greece, ancient Egypt, Yorkshire, Wales. We did Wales last time. Italy. I remember doing Italy. Ireland.
Blazer found one on Pinterest of Japan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there
France,
you go, Joe.
England.
Thank you, Blazer.
Canada, British Isles. So yeah, we don't have the Japan one.
Because we only went through like 3 or 4 of them that night.
Yeah. So let's go back to Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. Wow. More dragons.
So I guess we'll start up here in the upper corner and see. Oh, this one, you got to really zoom in. These are small.
Oh, wild hog.
Felon sow of Rokeby.
Good night, Daryl. Thank you for joining us.
Night, Daryl.
Hope you get some good sleep.
So that looks like a wild boar with tusks or something. I guess we'll go down to this guy. It says Bogart.
Bogart?
It says Bogart. Looks like a
trickster.
Yeah, it looks like a trickster or some kind. He's got. I like how they got the ears going straight out from the side of the head. Then it's got a cap on it.
I like how they got their eyes all googly, like yeah, he just looks nasty and evil and wants to trick you.
All right, let's see where else we can
go. Guy on fire?
Yeah, burning old Bartle.
Whoa.
I don't know who Bartle is, but it says burning old Bartle. I can't tell what he is other than he's red and flamey.
Yeah, looks like Santa Claus on fire.
Then here's King Arthur. So he's just a normal myth, folklore, real person. They argue about that all the time, whether King Arthur is real or not.
That looks like a nutcracker.
Well, a nutcracker is actually a soldier, and this is a king. So pretty similar. So yeah, they argue all the time whether he actually existed, whether Merlin, the magician, existed. Well, there's a dragon.
Dwarf. Bartle keeps it lit.
Bartle keeps it lit. Well, this says, I'm going to say...
Ooh, fire-breathing dragon.
Suxhao worm. It's a worm.
Wow.
A dragon. I'm calling it a worm.
Looks like a fire-breathing dragon. Wow.
Long sword dance.
Oh, he's
So
flipping.
he's like a juggler. He's like
Yeah, he's
juggling
juggling
these
the sword.
knives or something.
Wow.
There's a mermaid. Hey, she's only got one tail with two fins coming off, so it's not split on this one.
She's got pointy ears like an elf.
She does have pointy ears.
Wow. There's 5 different kinds of mermaids. Ooh.
Oh, look at that. The hand of glory.
Hand of
Fingertips are on
glory.
fire. What's the hand of glory?
All right. Is it something alive or is it a monument? That's.
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Then we got her. Genie Biograffiti goal. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Either
She looks like she's running.
running towards something.
She's running. I guess we'll go down to these people. Wade and Bell.
And Bell.
They look normal.
Yeah.
Kind of normal.
Uh-huh.
Must be mountain or hills people, or I don't know how to describe them. Here's Hob. Hob reminds me of something that would be in Lord of the Rings or
Mm-hmm.
Hob.
Oops.
He's got pointy ears going out to the side, and he's got kind of like an elf or the vest.
All right. Blazer said the hand of glory is a mystical or legendary object, traditionally a dried or picked hand of a hanged man, often the left hand of the one used in the crime if the person was hung for murder. It was believed to have mystical power, particularly by burglars who supposedly used it to induce sleep or render people immobile, thus enabling them to rob houses.
Wow.
Interesting. Thank you, Blazer. Wow.
So here's the Dent vampire. Looks like he's got a sheep. He's got fangs. And it looks like he's got a Sherlock Holmes hat or something on.
Yeah, he does look like a Sherlock Holmes hat.
Yeah. Where was I? El Vampiro. Seymour Water. Looks like it's a church underwater. Looks like a flooded.
Oh.
Did they flood an area like they do in the United States and other places where they flood a valley out and leave all the buildings underwater?
Probably.
Is that what that's showing?
That's interesting.
Simmer water?
Maybe it's for mermaids.
Simmer water? The buildings are definitely underwater or partially underwater. Huh. What's this guy? Penn Hill Giant. So there's a giant. Looks like the building behind it's on fire or something's going on with that building behind them.
Yeah. Dwarf said mud flutter.
Mud flutter. Ooh, what's this? Kilgrim Bridge. Looks like it's got a wolf or a dog and some kind of, looks like he's got a pointy tail. Must be like a devil.
Or a fox, maybe? Huh.
I don't know. It looks like
Interesting.
Looks like a hellhound or something because it's got the devil right there. I bet it's a hellhound.
There are many legends and folklore about the Lake Simmerwater or the Sunken Village In 1937, when the water level was very low, excavations uncovered an Iron Age settlement on what is now the bed of the lake. Of course, they find stuff and then make lakes and cover everything up.
Yeah. Upsale Castle treasure. I'm assuming that's what that's supposed to be, showing treasure or gold or whatever. And here we have like a unicorn or something, and a woman dancing, doing handstands.
And then something
Looks like he's got a devil or something in the lake. Gomeyer
dance for the devil.
Gomeyer Lake.
Oh, a cyclops.
We did Hob. Did Wade and Dell. Here's Loshi Dragon. Another dragon. That looks like it's got a. Was it wrapped around a human?
It looks like it's a knight or someone. Looks like a knight's helmet.
Yeah, it does look like a knight's helmet. He's wrapped around a knight.
Looking down at him.
The devil's flipping somebody off on the bridge.
It does look like
in the lake.
It does look like he's flipping him off.
Take
good
that.
Catch. Yeah, good catch, George. Oh my gosh. And another dragon. A serpent.
Slingsby serpent. Looks like a dragon with horns or a sea serpent kind of looking snake thing. Oh, what's that? Some kind of, that's a werewolf. That actually says werewolf.
Oh.
His head don't look right, though.
And it looks like he's got like pants or something ripped, for like shorts also.
Hey, what's this guy? He looks cute.
Oh, yeah, he does look cute. Can I pet your dog?
Can I pet your dog? Is that your dog?
Come on, I want to pet your dog.
See if there's anything else out in the water. Nope. This Jenny Gallows. Look at that. She looks creepy.
Coming out of a chimney?
A castle?
Oh.
Top of a castle?
Wow.
Or some kind of foundation? I don't know. Jenny Gallo.
Mario. She's coming out of a Mario tunnel. That's interesting. She's coming out of someplace.
Rudston Monolith.
A monolith.
So it must have some kind of big rock formation or an obelisk or a mountain.
Black-eyed Jenny.
Black-eyed Jenny? That kind of looks like she has black eyes. Is that what she's called? Black-eyed Jenny?
Oh, Joanne typed in Black-eyed Jenny.
I've heard of Black-eyed Jenny.
Ooh.
I guess we'll go down one row.
Because they're coming out of the ground too.
Screaming Skull.
Oh, wow.
That must be, maybe that's something, what they named the land or something. Maybe that Screaming Skull is that area or a mountain or some kind of marker. I'm hearing some bad news out of Chicago. Uh-oh.
Oh,
that's
really?
not good.
On what channel?
Ooh, what are those guys? Warren Percy.
Oh, there's the Chicago shooting.
Rivance.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Yeah, one of my channels that I watch, that Wolf News or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a Sacramento robbery, but it says Chicago shooting, mass casualty. Something is going on.
Well, unfortunately, Chicago, like other major cities, Chicago, as soon as it gets hot, As soon as it gets hot and miserable, then you seem to start having shootings and murders. I mean, what Chicago has anywhere from 300 to 500 murders every year anyway.
Says mass shooting in downtown Chicago, 12 reportedly shot. On another, like a news show. Oh, man. Well, let's get back to the maps and laugh at creatures.
Craker, I think that says Craker Castle. Looks like that guy's being hung.
Yeah, Dwarf got that on the Citizens app. Yeah, it does look like he's being hung. And then they drop him down into the pit.
What's this guy?
Oh, you're welcome, Dwarf. I watch. Oh, shoot, you might like this guy. I'll go back to him. Wolf, Neve. He's not really like Smoking Scan, but I watch him and he usually pulls up some stuff. Speaking of Smoking Scan, where is he? He should be on this.
Well, I think he was on earlier tonight. There's a giant.
Yeah,
one-eyed giant with some kind of
Cyclops giant.
Some kind of leopard or animal skin and carrying like a tree. It looks like a club or something.
Oh. Blowing a horn.
Rapon Wakeman. He's got a horn.
Not really a shofar. That just looks like a horn.
Yes, I don't know what that is. I'm assuming he's got it in his mouth, so I'm assuming he's blowing on it. Oh, Wakeman. So that'd be somebody that wakes somebody up. Wakeman. So he blows on the horn to wake you up, I guess.
Like a trumpet. Bugle. What in the world do you have on you? A snake?
A bargeist. Looks like a fox or something, and I'm not sure what's wrapped around him. Maybe intestines?
He stops people from trysts.
Yeah, too bad Murfreesboro or whatever that other monster didn't have a horn to blow. Say he howled really loud though. Made oh, look at that, Janet. That's all it says is Janet.
Wow,
that's not good if your name's Janet. And some kind of water with waterfall or rocks and ooh. Oh, look at this guy. What's going on here?
Oh, he's a goat man. Definitely goat man.
The ebbing and flowing well. So that's a well.
That's definitely horns.
That's a woman, and that's like a half man, half goat, half something.
Goat man.
That's some kind of well. What do we got here?
Oh my gosh.
Grindy Low.
Happy to finally take a bath.
Grindy Low. I don't know what that would mean. Churn Milk Peg. So this is Peg smoking a pipe, churning milk.
Smoking grandma.
Yeah, robot smoking grandma.
What are you smoking in that pipe, grandma?
Yeah. Churn Milk Peg.
Turn milk peg.
Ooh, look at that guy.
Must be just a
Stroid Kelpie. Stroid Kelpie. Looks like a horse or a something, seahorse. I don't know, something in a water. Kind of has a horse shape to me, but I don't know. It could be a dog, could be what?
I say more of a horse. Black eye horse.
Brimham rocks. So they're stacked as the small rock or the pedestal, then bigger rocks stacked up on top of it. One of the weird things where they can't figure out how it stays balanced. We did the horn guy. Devil's arrows. So that's kind of like our Devil's Tower, or not as big as our Devil's Tower, I don't think, but Devil's arrows. We did the hanging guy. We did them guys.
Coming out of the ground.
Oh, we didn't do him. Headless Horseman. Now, would that be Ichabod Crane?
So is there more than one story of the Headless Horseman?
Oh, there's several Headless Horsemen in the U.S.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay.
But Ichabod Crane, wasn't Ichabod Crane over in somewhere in the UK, right? Over in England or Wales or somewhere, right? I don't know.
Joanne, yes.
Let's see, Headless Horseman. Here's some child in the woods.
Child in the woods.
In the tree. Look at that. We got children in the corn. They got children in the woods. Peg fire. I don't see any fire.
F-I-F-E, Fife?
I don't know. It could be pipe, fife. It's kind of hard. This one wasn't a very good.
A lot of mean women in this map.
Ooh, what's that? The golden ball.
Golden ball.
So there's a golden ball with two
space penguins.
Does look like penguins. Some kind of bird.
Tales of the Headless Horseman are associated with Glenmore on the Isle of Mull in Scotland and the Staffordshire moorlands. These legends involve a rider often associated with death.
Oh.
Robin says red space penguins.
There's a maypole. Mother Shipton. Now, we've heard of Mother Shipton. I know people have covered Mother Shipton on stories. What's this guy? Rombold? Looks like a giant. Looks like he's dancing. Happy.
Happy feet.
We did her. We did that. Ooh. What's that?
I don't know.
Peg. P-E-G lantern.
Peg lantern.
Looks like a blue flame.
Yeah.
Pace egg play.
Good night, Scott. Thank you for stopping in.
Night, Scott. So what's pace egg play? Looks like it's got a shield and some armor and a helmet and a sword. Ald, A-U-L-D Betty. Ald Betty. Looks like a cat.
Yeah, can I pet your kitty?
One of us like a Cheshire cat. Bradford boar. I don't know if we did that guy already. We've done other things that looked like boars earlier, I guess. Gable ratchet. What the heck is that? What's a gable ratchet?
Looks like it has horse hooves, but the face looks weird.
Like a human.
Yeah.
That's by the maypole. And Tommy knocker. We've all heard of Tommy knockers, the miners, the little people or the spirits in the mines, the Tommy knockers.
Oh, yeah.
A fairy pinwheel.
A fairy pinwheel.
Well, that's got like a big leaf or a leaf with a pin going through it, and that must be the well. Fairy pinwheel. Robin roundcap.
Robin, are you related? Oh, Blazer. Auld Betty of
Halifax.
A tale concerning a shape-shifting witch from Halifax. Most Yorkshire witches seem to turn into horses? Hares?
Oh.
This one is a cat. Oh.
Here's
Robin, I do not look like that.
Here's a Peggy Faro. Looks like a maiden. I don't know what's up with the nose or what that is, but other than that, she looks pretty normal carrying a basket. And Old Stinker.
Old Stinker? Oh my god.
Looks like he's laughing. Looks like he's smiling, laughing. He must be a good wolf or whatever. Old Stinker.
He. You'll never see what I did. Oh. That one has weird eyes.
Mumber Monster. All right, we're getting down towards the bottom, I think. Peggy, and here's William of Hermit Lindholm. Oh, Serpent of Ellington. Looks like he's got like a shepherd and a dog, and
yeah, he's preaching to him.
I don't know. Black Monk of Pontefract. Black Monk. He looks kind of creepy. Kind of looks like not quite a Grim Reaper, but wow. Mary Bowles. Bolles.
Old Stinker is a Yorkshire-based werewolf first reported in the 1700s with sightings all the way up to the 2010s.
Well, he was the happiest looking werewolf I've ever seen as far as that drawing. I'm not sure what Mary Bowles is about. Then here's the Devil's Knell. That looks like a bell.
Yeah.
Something, and the devil.
And a sleeping dragon.
There's Auld Betty. Dragon and the Cradle. Oh, that's this guy right here.
Guarding a cradle?
A baby's cradle? A dragon? Cuckoo Day. Looks like it's a bird on a cart.
I know.
Cuckoo Day.
Dragons and gold.
Dragon of Wantley. Looks like a pretty normal dragon picture. Let's see if I miss. What am I missing? This. Well, we're just going down the lower part now, I guess. Denby Dale, giant pie.
Huh.
So that must be a giant pie, and it's got a person in it, or showing the size of the pie compared to a person. Padfoot.
Padfoot.
He's got red glowy eyes, so he must be like a ghost dog or a
Looks like a little terrier.
evil dog or a hellhound or something.
My, what big eyes you have. Blazer.
Blazer.
The only thing dragging is my rear end.
Man, it's midnight already.
Yeah.
We started at what, 10?
Yep. Been 2 hours.
Excuse me.
Old Yup.
Old Yup. No, it looks like a skeleton dog. That looks like he's got a skeleton head. Or
Oh.
Old Yup. Oh, Robin Hood.
I heard of him.
Yep.
Hail Mary Will Treasure. Or
Will
male?
yeah.
Or is that an M? Male?
No, I think that's a W.
I
I think you said it right the first time.
Hail Mary Will Treasure.
Yep. So that must be a black cat and a treasure. Oh, Tom Dockin. Dockin. Tom Dockin. He looks like a troll or a weirdo. I don't know what he has in his hand.
He.
There's a dragon of Wantley. I think we already mentioned him. So I think that's all of them.
Wow. That was
Unless I missed a sea creature somewhere. Nope. I think that's it for this guy, these guys.
That was a good one. They had a lot of them.
Well, what should we do now? Keep going on these maps or talk about treasures in Illinois or wildflowers or...
Mm-hmm. So you guys want more maps? You guys want wildflowers?
Next one up is gods and goddesses of ancient Egypt. Everybody probably knows them.
Ancient Egypt, which is in America. Egypt in America. That should be a song.
Just like Bigfoot Dwarf said on Jessica's show this morning. Good grief, 12 hours doing this.
Wednesdays are long days. Yes. Back-to-back shows, it seems like Wednesdays. That sounds good. Ancient Egypt.
Yeah, because this morning, I think Aquarius Rising had a show or posted something. Then
Jessica. Then Andy.
Well, I think Bryce posted a show or premiere this morning. Then Jessica, then Andy, and then Dennis, and I don't know who was in between Dennis and us.
Everyone's saying Egypt. They want ancient.
Everybody wants Egypt, huh?
They want ancient Egypt. Egypt in America.
Bam. So there's ancient Egypt.
Egypt in America.
I guess we'll start over here in the desert. We got ash.
Yeah, start out in the hot desert.
Ash. I don't know what ash is. I've never heard of ash. That's one I don't know. Ash. ASH. Looks like some kind of bird being.
Yeah, I was going to say a pet parrot. Some kind of
Got a
bird.
staff with a bird or a falcon on top.
Oh, Blazer said he never got his bingo card.
What?
Robin got her bingo card.
Who was sending out bingo? Oh, Andy and them were sending out bingo cards.
They really are sitting up.
Yeah, they talked about it on the show. Nicole was going to make bingo cards up, and they were going to talk about cryptids or something.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Came up with, I don't know if they did it yet or were going to do it, but that one show they talked about making bingo cards. So what? Wadjet. I think that's this person here, whatever Wadjet is.
Can I pet that carrot?
Can I what? Can I pet that carrot? There's ISIS. We've all heard of ISIS.
I was going to say, where's the carrot? Yeah, I heard ISIS. Gotta pet that carrot.
I don't know.
Or is he trying to say parrot?
There's Hotmit. She's kneeling down by the Nile or whatever, and
she's got a different staff. Is that a fish on top?
That's a fish, and she's got fish around her looking up at her.
All right. Ooh.
What's over here? Anything? Yeah. Nothing. So we'll go back down here. Here's Mahas. Looks like a lion or a.
Yeah, I guess a lion.
Looks like a lion or something. Looks like he's got a lily or something on top of his head.
Lotus.
Ooh, Bassett.
Catwoman is real.
Bassett. A feline. And this is Ra, which Ra is the sun god. So that's why he's got a big giant sun, or the symbol of the sun. This is Ta.
A mummy.
Look how big they make these, and they got these little people in a boat down here.
Oh, wow.
Like normal sized people.
That looks like a
Which
monkey.
People have always speculated that the rulers of Egypt, the kings and all them, were giants or larger than the normal people. Because you see it on the hieroglyphs all the time where they look bigger. That might be because they might have made it that way because they're more important, but this map, they probably did it just to make them stand out because that's what they're talking. But on the hieroglyphs, they're even bigger than the normal people. Here's Sobek.
Alligator man. Croc dude.
Anybody else over there? Nope. Just Sobek. And then now we got Beast, whatever he is.
Oh.
I've never heard of him. I don't know what god or he is. He's got a face for a necklace.
He's got looks like a short little dude.
So he's got a beard and
oh.
Hurry Schaff. Hurry Schaff looks like a goat.
Ram.
Or a ram. Maybe a ram. Rams have curled horns.
Yep. That's Ram man. Wow.
Let's see. I guess we'll
a lot of animal looking beings.
Here's Anubis. Now Anubis is god of the dead, or I'm trying to think of what Anubis. I think it's god of the dead or the afterlife or the I don't know what the word is. Something of the afterlife. I want to say like the greeter at Walmart, but he's for the afterlife.
Greeter of Walmart. They don't have any more greeters at Walmart.
Nope, they took them all away.
They weren't real.
Sapdu. Was there a bird? Sapdu. No, I have no idea if I'm pronouncing any of these right, by the way. So
We don't care.
nothing more right there. So let's go back across. Otten.
What is it?
I don't know. It's like something flaming with some kind of skull or something in the middle.
Is this a live being
Otten.
thing? Don't. Huh.
There's Thoth.
Holding something. A little person.
Well, I think it's a person. I think Thoth was the I think they said he was the originator of humanity. Thoth, the alien or the person that created humanity. We always hear about the Anunnaki and stuff like that, but I think an Egyptian Thoth is attributed to it. Look, he's got skulls or scrolls around his waist. I think we're losing everybody.
Yeah, slow. I'm watching it drop down a little.
Maybe nobody likes these maps.
I'm just slowly wanting to go to bed.
Wepwit.
Weapawit.
That's this guy. This kind of wolf.
Yeah, we just popped up 2 more.
Let's see. There's
Man, there's quite a few of them.
There's Osiris. Now, a lot of these names like Osiris and all of them, they're the ones that have the buttes and the plateaus in the Grand Canyon named after them.
Yeah.
So there's Osiris and all them that. Here's Tutu. Looks like his tail is a serpent.
Yeah.
Got fangs and stepping on a snake or whatever. And gods and goddesses. So let's go back across, see who we missed. I'm going to say Hansu. I don't know. Looks like a mummy. Looks like she's wrapped as a mummy.
Kind of like that other dude. Looked like a mummy.
And then who is this? Hathor? I don't know who Hathor is either.
Obelisk.
Yeah,
an obelisk.
Where are we at? Oh, there's Set. We've all heard of Set.
Yeah, same here, Joanna. I didn't realize there were so many.
If you watch the movie Gods of Egypt, it has Set in there. It has a lot of these. It has Anubis. It has all these gods in the afterworld, and it's a really good movie. Great special effects. I think it's Gods of Egypt is the movie. Montu. Now that to me looks like an African.
Yeah. Witch doctor.
Witch doctor, yeah. just at first glance. Of course, so does this guy, Horace.
Yeah.
Horace is another big name. I think Horace is in Grand Canyon. If you look at it, there's a Temple of Horus there in the Grand Canyon. Who else do we got? Satis. Is that who this is or who this is? Oh, must be this one. This one must be Satis. Oh, that's different shaped helmet with horns and
yeah.
Oh, it looks like a bow. It looks like a pottery and got arrows. Must be some kind of huntress. I'm assuming it's a female. It looks like a female. Then this is Cunum? I don't know.
Yeah, Robin, so like the other ones, ones we were showing, some of these look like those clown masks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do have some of the clown features, kind of, and especially the bright colors. Of course, you always look at the movies where they show Egypt gods and stuff, and they always have bright colors, gold. And so this looks like a normal sized man with a giant god with a ram head again.
Yeah. It's his pet.
So that's the corner. So now we'll go back across and see. Here's Anakut. So she's got like river lilies, or not lilies, but palms on her head, and looks like a water vase. That's usually the shape of what they carry water in.
Mm-hmm.
There's another obelisk.
Yeah, there's a lot of obelisks.
Well, there should be over there. Should be lots of obelisks over there. I think that's it. I don't think we skipped any. I don't think.
That was a good one. That was good.
All right, now we got Greece. Ancient Greece. Mythical beasts of ancient Greece.
Mystical beasts.
So we'll go up the top corner again. Botanime. Looks like a bull or a cow with a human head with a beard. Then we got aclonids. Looks like a hummingbird. And this guy has like a pot. It's looking like a pottery with a face on it, but this is definitely a hummingbird.
Yeah, definitely a hummingbird. That's a beast.
I don't know. I guess.
Beast.
Horse of Diomedes. Oh, it's got an arm in his mouth. He ripped somebody's arm off.
Ew. Wow.
Or he's finishing eating somebody. And he's down to the arm. Horse of Diomedes. Orid. Oread. Orid. Don't know anything about Orid. Looks like a woman. I can't tell if it has gloves and boots on, or if it's looks like gloves and boots to me. I don't know.
Boots.
Oh, that looks like a mermaid or lady of the lake or something. That's not Naiad.
Lady of the lake.
I don't know. I don't know if they have a lady of the lake over there, but she's in some kind of water.
Robin. Smurf.
Yeah, I think these are all done by the same person. I think they are. Here's Guinness. Has a lot of arms and clubs and swords. And
Oh my. Very hairy. It's funny how they make them hairy with just blotches of little hair.
There's Pleiade on a floating rock or floating island or something, and another female. Aurea. He's in the mountains, or either that's pyramids or mountains. Looks like that one's snow capped, or is that part? That's part of his cloak, I guess.
I don't know. I was trying to see that.
So he looks like an old man. Looks like he's got some pyramids and a river or something in front of him. There's the hummingbird. Here's Leon or lion, but it's Leon. Looks like a man with a lion's head. Here's a Pegasus. We all know what that is. Imposa. It's almost like Empress, but Imposa. Oh, it looks like she got a goat hoof and a wooden leg.
Yeah.
And got fire on the head and got some mean looking teeth.
Oh, looks like Raggedy Ann.
Does look like Raggedy Ann when you look at the face.
The triangle nose, yeah, it looks like Raggedy Ann.
Black doves of Dodona.
Huh. Wow.
Black doves. There's another pot with her face on it.
Oh, wow.
I wonder what that means.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if it's related to Pleiades. Huh, I don't know. That pot has a horse and chariot.
Yeah.
Normal pot, but I wonder why these other ones have faces on them.
Yeah, that's different.
Black doves of Dodona. I guess we'll just go to this gal. A dryad. Got trees or twigs coming out of her hair and head. And
that's Groot's girlfriend.
That's what?
Groot's girlfriend.
Groot?
Yeah, that's Groot's girlfriend.
Looks like she's got her legs crossed. I don't think she has fins or anything. Then here we have Nephila. So looks like she's got cloud. We had another one that seemed like it had clouds around it.
Mm-hmm.
She's close to the sea or the water. Oh, did we do this guy?
I don't think so.
Tar?
That one's definitely.
Or a satyr? A satyr or a satar? I don't know.
Satar.
It's part human, part goat, or it's part something. Some kind of animal.
Fox.
There's the one they asked, I think, Pleiade. I think that's when they said, is it a Palladian or related to Palladian? It could very well be. Oh, Trojan sea monster. Now, we've all heard of the Trojan horse.
I mean, he
What's
looks
a Trojan? I mean, I guess a Trojan. I guess a sea monster in the Trojan area. He looks like he's got a skull.
Yeah, he looks dead. He's
Yeah.
dead.
Here's Onero. Onero. It's got wings. Not sure why he's squatting down, but he's got wings. What's this?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it is a person
Great.
holding up. something.
Gregria. Oh, she don't have any no eyes, but it looks like she's got eyeballs. Looks like that's an eyeball above her, but she's got no eyes.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, now we'll go down. There's
Another face.
another face on a vase, and this one says Patinian Dragon. Well, oops. Gosh darn it. Where'd I go?
I don't know.
All right, ancient Greece. Where was I? Right here. So there's a dragon. That's just another vase with a woman's face on it. Pitinian dragon. Pitinian dragon. That's a different dragon that we've been seeing.
Mm-hmm.
That must be the Pantheon. All right, we'll go across and see what we can find. Oh, there's a Nereid, so I'm assuming it's a mermaid out there with the dolphins.
Flying pig?
A flying pig, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
A Clazomenian sow.
A flying pig.
When pigs fly. Look at this guy. He's got an Elvis or a cool haircut. Look at that. Or Johnny Bravo haircut.
So now we know that pigs do fly.
So there's a Tiumison fox. I'm not sure what the lines all across them is.
Yeah. Unless he's just striped.
Could be striped, could be cracked, could be, I don't know. Something's wrong with them.
Oh.
Python.
Got skulls around her neck.
Yeah, it says python. Python we know is a snake. I'm not sure why it's half woman though. And there's a centaur, half man, half horse, shooting bows and arrows. And I'm a Sagittarius, and my symbol's half man, half horse, archer. There's another weird looking pottery thing. I'm not sure why they got those out in different areas on this map.
Right. Looks like just a fawn.
Surinian hind. So it looks like a deer. Does hind mean deer?
Oh.
For some reason, when I read hind, I thought of deer, even before I saw the picture. But
looks like a fawn.
Fawn, yeah.
That dude looks like he was in Narnia.
Yeah.
The dude
half
that
goat,
was
half man.
Yeah, the half goat little dude, yeah.
Or maybe that's what this is. All right, let's back up and see if we can put these together. So there's a deer.
I bet he's paying.
There's Mormo. So I'm assuming this is more. This is Mormo.
Yeah. So
isn't that weird? That kind of looks like that. What was that? Moo. What was that?
I think it was Moo, wasn't it?
Moo. I wonder if that's where they got the Mormo. Oh, this. Yeah. So this is the deer. Is the Cenarian hind? Is the deer or the doe? And Pan. This is Pan.
Or is there an E behind it? Is that a pain?
Well,
that's the E.
Pan. I've always heard it called Pan.
Oh, okay.
As far as movies and books and stuff, so it could be Pain, but I think it's Pan, which is half goat and half man. Well, that's different. We got the Sphinx, but they're showing a woman's head.
What? Yeah.
Instead of a lion or a man's head. There's another face.
Yeah. Wow.
A lot of faces on these vessels.
Yeah.
There's our flying sow.
The monkey.
Now we got Serapis, which I don't know what's that. What's that in his hand? Serapis.
Wow,
He's got a bag.
Of money,
got a scarf,
and something else in the other hand.
I don't know what that is. A flame. It's not yellow. A plant. A knife. Here's a chimera. Lion's head, breathing fire. A goat.
Looks like a snake tail.
Snake for a tail. Lion's head.
So it's two-headed?
I guess. Chimera. What's this guy? I mean, there's a lot of them. I guess we better go across or we'll get lost. We did the Sphinx. So I guess we'll come down. There's Chimera. And go across from him. And there's Triton.
Another face on that vase. Both faces.
Yeah.
One on the left, too.
Yeah, they both got them. This looks like a sun or a woman sun or something. Triton is the god of the sea, right? Triton. Robin says white flame on that one. We were trying. Tammy Johnson said triangle.
And Joanne's crying.
So that's Triton. They got him like as a mermaid, two-tailed merman. So
Tammy said even the bearded guy has a triangle nose.
This guy?
No, the Triton. Yeah, he does have a triangle nose.
Yeah, they make all their noses weird and different colors compared to the rest of their skin. They're always red or blue or black or. Here's hippocamp.
Looks like a seahorse.
Looks like a seahorse to me. Don't look like a hippo.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Hydra. Was it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I thought it was 7 heads, but this has like 9, right?
4, 5, 6, 7. That's 9-headed snake.
I thought it was 7.
Raggedy Ann with a beard.
Yeah, we saw another one that looked like Raggedy Ann. So we did Pain. There's Gorgon. snakes coming out of her head. Got wings. So we did Hydra. We did Hippo.
Hippocampus.
There's Cerberus. Yeah. So that's like 3 wolves. There's Harpy.
It's a cute name. Harpy.
Now, if you looked at the movie or Game of Thrones, is it Game of Thrones? Yeah, Game of Thrones. When they went to that island, when the mother of dragons went there, there was harpies there. The group, not the monster or god, but the group were called harpies, and they had like an owl face or a gold mask. I don't know if it's related or not, but seeing harpy, and then they were called harpies. We did that guy. And I think we're down at the bottom here. So we'll go across and see what we missed. There's Talos. Now, Talos, I think, is a giant warrior. Talos. Oh, there's the Minotaur. Human or with a bull head or a bull's head, yeah. Minotaur. And he was in the labyrinth, the maze.
Another face on a vase.
Another face on a vase. Face on a vase.
There's
another wolf thing with a cracked skin or earthquake or whatever
unless they're making them stripes, that's different.
Laylaps. I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, there's one of their boats that looks like it has a dog head and a tail. Or a fox or something. Let's see what's down here.
Oh my. He's got little
Scolipindra. Looks like a whale with a lot of little, almost that reminds me of a centipede or a bug that has lots of little legs, but then it has a fin and in the water. That's the bottom, but I think we didn't do this guy. I don't know what Telichin. I don't know.
Go back to that sailboat. Robin said there's a tree of life on it.
Oh, it looks like a lotus, and that looks like a lotus flower, kind of.
A tree of life.
Then that looks like a tree with the roots going out. So it could be a tree of life or then if this is supposed to be Rubus or which is the greeter of death or like I said, the greeting guy at Walmart for hell or for the afterworld, then maybe that's why the tree of life is on top and he's down below. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe it doesn't even mean that at all. Here's the Telchin, which he looks like a wolf with pink hair. I don't think it's flamey. I think it says pink. I'm not sure what he's got in his hand. A mallet, a mirror. Did we get everybody? I think that's it for this map. I don't think we missed anybody.
Hi, Michael.
Hey, Haywood. Hi, Michael.
Welcome in.
I think we got everybody on this ancient mythical beasts of ancient Greece. I think we got them all.
That was a
There's
good
a
one.
lot on this map, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a lot on that one. Interesting. Good. All right, we'll do.
All right.
Or I have to do the clapping.
All right. So we got through most of them. There's still a few more. So what would you guys like to do? You like me to peruse a little bit of the wildflowers in the Natural Encyclopedia, or would you like to do the lost mysterious treasures of Illinois?
Let's do the treasures in Illinois.
The treasures of Illinois.
I want to know where the treasures are in Illinois.
All right, so there's 16 of them
Oh, wow.
that are obviously legend or myth or whatever you want to call it. I mean, some of them are probably real, and some of them are probably just folklore or thought, kind of like gangsters, Al Capone's hidden money. So
Right.
you assume that there is, or pirate's treasure. You assume it's there, but you don't really know.
Any of the legends say that the treasure got found?
No.
Oh, so there's a legend that could still be out there.
That's what I mean. I mean, sometimes the story becomes bigger than the actual life. But where did I put them? Lost. I think I did lost treasure. Lost treasures. Oh, that was a different one. Oh, these are the Aztecs, and I'm looking for Illinois.
I was going to say, did you upload it?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Lost treasures of Illinois.
All right.
Let's see if I got this as big as it'll go.
I bet there's lost treasures in every state.
There is.
Yep.
I followed Forrest Finn. Forrest Finn, he hid like over $1 million or whatever of treasure and antiques in the desert out west, and there was a book written on it with codes and maps that you had to try to decipher. And somebody finally found it, but it was years. It took years, and somebody finally found it. And now I think there's another one. There's another one out there that somebody hid treasure, and they're doing all these codes and ciphers that you got to try to figure out. So these are all from Illinois, and some of them I've heard of, and other ones I have not heard of. So I'm not sure. I can't vouch for the stories, but still find it interesting. So I'm assuming this is a pirate. So Henry de Tonti's buried gold. And so it says $1 million plus. So let's see. This says it was a French military officer. I thought pirate just looking at the thing, but I guess military officer who assisted Rene Robert Cavalier. According to legend, he and his men buried stash of gold near Starved Rock in late 1600s. So Starved Rock in Illinois isn't very far from us. It's like 50 minutes, 40 some minutes from us. So the next time we hit the trails, we might have to try to. I wonder if there's a map. I wonder if there's an old map somewhere that might have an X on it for Starved Rock. The treasure is believed to include gold coins, valuable trade goods. Tonti supposedly buried it to protect it from raids of rival explorers. Some accounts suggest that it may have been hidden near the Illinois River. We're right on the Illinois River, our town. Close to Starved Rock, a landmark known for its steep cliffs and strategic location. Starved Rock was an important site for Native American tribes and early European explorers. Tante's journey through the region brought him to contact with various tribes, and he used gold and goods to establish alliances. So it says, how much is the treasure worth today? Gold coins alone today would be worth over 500,000, depending on their weight and rarity. If the trade good includes items like jewelry or artifacts, the total value could exceed $1 million. So that's Tante, if I'm saying his name right, Henry D. Tante, buried treasure around a starved rock. I can't tell if he has a hook. I think that's just his glove or whatever. I think that's a glove just like this one, I think. It's kind of hard to tell. That's why I thought he looked like a pirate, but I don't know. Maybe a croc got him, like Captain Hook.
Yeah, that looks like a hook.
It looks like a glove. It looks like the same color and shaped kind of like that, but maybe it is a hook. I don't know. It could be a hook. I guess it does kind of curve right there, and
yeah,
probably it's a hook. Maybe he has a hook. So next up is Sam Anatuna's hidden loot, 700,000 plus.
Wow.
So the story on this one is Sam Anatuna was a notorious outlaw who operated during a Prohibition era. Known for his daring heists and cunning nature, he reportedly hid a stash of stolen money and valuables near Briarwood Glen. So I don't know where Briarwood Glen is. The loot was hidden sometime in the 1920s to avoid capture by law enforcement after one of his biggest robberies. The hidden treasure is said to include thousands of dollars in cash, along with jewelry and stolen items. So I'm thinking it's got to be worth more than 700,000 then, if it has all that in there. Anatuna was infamous for targeting wealthy individuals and businesses, making his loot a collection of high-value items. Anatuna was eventually caught and imprisoned, but he never revealed the whereabouts of his hidden treasure. Briarwood Glen has since become a hotspot for treasure hunters eager to uncover Anatuna's fortune. And it says, how much would it be worth today? Adding in the jewelry and other stolen valuables to the cash, in total could be over 700,000 today. So there you go. You have to look up to see where.
Sam.
Briarwood Glen. Find out where that is in Illinois, and you could probably come up with
Briarwood.
Briar, Briar Wood Glen.
Briarwood Glen, Illinois.
So here's Cave in the Rock Outlaws treasure, 2 million plus.
Chicago suburbs.
That makes sense because of Prohibition and probably up there where Al Capone and all them were for running their liquor. And Cave in the Rock Outlaws. I've never heard of Cave in the Rock. Have you?
Cave in the Rock.
Cave in the Rock. That looks pretty. Whatever. I thought that was a drawing, but that's just the color and erosion on the inside of the cave, I guess.
Cave in a Rock, Illinois.
So this says the Cave in a Rock, located along the Ohio River in southern Illinois, was once a hideout for notorious outlaws in the late 1700s and early 1800s.
Beautiful cave. Yep, so Southern Illinois. Oh, there's a lodge. Wow. It's probably blocked off and you can't go in it.
Probably. Well, if you even know where it's at, who knows where it's at? I mean, it might be a cave anywhere on the Ohio River in Southern Illinois. These criminals include figures like Samuel Mason and Hart brothers, and were known for robbing travelers in riverboats. It is believed that they hid their stolen loot in and around a cave to keep it safe. The treasures believed to consist of gold coins, silver, and other valuables stolen from their victims. Cave-in rocks, secluded location made it an ideal hiding spot for outlaws seeking to evade capture. And it says the Cave-in rock outlaws treasure could be worth over $2 million.
Wow.
So I think they're all plus. They give us a figure, then they're all plus what they initially say on these screens or these pictures. George Rogers Clark expedition, silver, 1,500,000 plus. So he looks like a soldier or a general or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, with the little poofy shoulders.
Yeah.
Whatever you call the poofy shoulders.
So it says during the Revolutionary War, George Rogers Clark led expeditions to secure the western frontier for the American colonies. He was a key figure in the American Revolution, known for his leadership and daring strategies. According to legend, his troops carried a large amount of silver coins intended to pay soldiers and purchase supplies. To protect it from being captured by British forces, the silver was supposedly buried near Chester, Illinois, in the late 1770s. The treasure was believed to include thousands of silver coins, making it a highly valuable stash. Chester was strategic location near the Mississippi River, and the surrounding rugged terrain provided a secure hiding spot. And it said the silver coins adjusted for inflation and market value could be worth over $1.5 million today. So Chester, near Chester, Illinois.
Chester, Illinois.
So it doesn't say if it's on the river or if it's just a town out in Chester, Illinois.
That looks like our bridge. It's over there.
I've heard of Chester, Illinois.
Illinois and Missouri border. What's down here? Yeah, it's down past St. Louis. Down there.
Okay.
Down there close to Carbondale.
Well, it can't be past St. Louis.
St. Louis is kind of up. Carbondale is down even further.
Oh, into the tip of Illinois, yeah.
Illinois, yeah.
Yeah, where Illinois curves around St. Louis. Yeah, all right. So here we have Vito Gianelli's Gallinola buried money, $1 million plus.
These days, this wouldn't be finders keepers.
Huh?
I said, these days, if you find something, it's not finders keepers.
Would be to me. Vito Gianola was powerful mob boss who controlled organized crime in St. Louis. We were just talking about St. Louis. During the 1920s, the leader of the granola. I want to say granola.
Granola, yeah.
Yeah. It's Gianola. Gianola. Yeah, Gianola crime family. He amassed a fortune from illegal activities, including bootlegging and gambling. It is believed that Gianola buried a large sum of money near Horseshoe Lake in Illinois to hide it from rivals and law enforcement. So Horseshoe Lake, wherever that is.
I've heard of Horseshoe.
It says, what did it say? Down by St. Louis? Yeah, so Horseshoe Lake is somewhere by St. Louis.
Horseshoe Lake.
Horseshoe Lake was the ideal location for Gianola to stash his wealth due to his secluded areas and proximity to St. Louis. The money is thought to have been buried possibly during a time when Gianola, I don't know how you pronounce it, faced increasing threats from rival gangs. He was killed in 1927 during a gang war. His violent reign and mysterious death left behind tales of hidden wealth that continues to intrigue treasure hunters today. And it's $1 million plus in today's money, I guess. So,
and that's also down by St. Louis.
Yeah, it told us in an article it's close to St. Louis or in that area. And we've talked about this place, never about treasure, though. Bishop Hills Colony, hidden wealth, 5 million plus. Bishop Hill Colony was a Swedish communal settlement founded in 1846 by religious descendants led by Eric Jansen.
I think I've been in that building. I think that's the church or something. Yeah, because there's some of those buildings that we were able to go into.
Right.
Yeah.
It's neat.
Bishop Hill is a neat place to go. Oh, wow.
So it says the Bishop Hill Colony was a Swedish communal settlement founded in 1846 by the religious dissidents led by Eric Jansen. It's believed that the colony had amassed significant wealth during its peak through farming and trade. The treasure, however, mysteriously disappeared after the community disbanded in the late 19th century. So either somebody stole it. Hey, look at that house. It's got half buried windows.
Ha! Yeah.
It's got a brick foundation with half buried windows.
Yeah, that's the one kind of like a church. It was really cool going into. Wow. That's where I got a lot of our Swedish ornaments is from Bishop Hill.
Yeah, Bishop Hill's a neat place to go, and they have blacksmiths and bakery and the church and museums there.
Yeah, there's a quilt shop with neat fabric. That's still there. I got a broom from there too.
Yeah, broom. They make real straw brooms or
and yeah, the Swedish colonies is similar to the Amish. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all, I mean, we went to the Manna colonies as a kid. We went to Bishop Hills as a kid. Of course, Amish and Swedish obviously aren't the same, as far as Bishop Hill is a Swedish
colony
or a community. They said communal settlement, but I'd say colony. But Amana is awesome because it has the same kind of things. It has blacksmiths, has bakeries, has art, has crafts, has.
I haven't gone there.
Furniture. They make great furniture, and so did they did that as well. I think there's actually a furniture maker at Bishop Hills that's pretty famous right now. Yeah, so I don't know where I was. Oh, believed to have hidden a treasure to protect it from outsiders, preserve it for future use. The treasure was believed to be buried somewhere near Bishop Hill Colony.
On near
grounds. Some believe it's hidden in the field surrounding the village, while others speculate it could be in an underground vault. So could you imagine a farmer with the erosion and all of a sudden clunk hits this like, oh my gosh, $5 million.
Robin said her grandfather was a blacksmith.
Oh, awesome. I liked going there as a kid. We used to go to, like I said, the Amana colonies, Bishop Hill, and it was fascinating to watch these like glass blowers and craft makers, whether it was weaving baskets and
Yeah.
the ladies would sit around and sew blankets and quilts
Just the old trades was cool.
and wood fire bakeries where they used the ovens, wood fire ovens to make their bread and on the stoves. And it was amazing. It was fun. I have good memories of Amana colonies and stuff like that.
Now, where are those at?
Iowa, right there by Iowa.
Okay.
That was the first I had when we went to the Amana colonies. Is us and our best friends at the time. So Brian Bollington,
Okay.
Jill, his sister, and their mom and dad, and we were in the old station wagon where the kids were in the back, and the back window, went down, and you had rear facing seats or didn't have the seats up at all. You could pull the seats up. Me and Brian had collected as many pull tabs off of beer cans, soda cans that we could find all over the ground. And that was the time where we actually pulled them and ripped them all the way off of the can. So you could break them apart. So then you had a little piece of metal, and then you had the round part that's where the thumb or the finger goes. Well, there was 2 notches on the side, and you can stick that metal in one of those notches and bend it back and let it fly, so it'd be like a little flying disc. I don't know if Brian did, but I know I certainly did. Shot some, we were just flicking them out the back window for fun. Well, evidently it hit one of the cars behind us, and he got pissed and was honking, flashing his lights, and Dad had to pull over.
Oh.
He wasn't very happy.
Oh.
Didn't do any damage. I mean, it's just a little piece of tin or aluminum. Wasn't me aluminum at the time because there were metal cans back then when we went.
Yeah. Wow.
So that was fun. So it's thought that the wealth was hidden around the time Eric Jansen was murdered in 1850. After his death, the community lost much of its unity, and the knowledge and treasure location may have died with him.
1850. Interesting.
That doesn't make sense, what they just said. It says it thought that the wealth was hidden around the time Eric Jansen was murdered. Oh, and it said the community broke up after his death. All right, so Jansen probably hid it.
Yeah.
He got murdered.
And the secret.
Then the community started breaking up because they didn't have the money or the leader wasn't there to keep them going. Wow. So there you go. You can go to Bishop Hills and snoop around and see if you can find any treasure.
Jackie said, yeah, I remember shooting those little pull thingies as well.
Yeah, that was fun. I think actually, I don't think I have them here, but I'm sure probably over at my mom's in the basement, there's like a cigar box or something that has that bag. It was like a lunch sack bag that size. It was completely full of them beer and soda tabs.
That's fine.
So they're still over there. So good luck with that. Whoever finds them, I wonder why the hell are all these soda tabs? I lost my mouse. There it is.
Lost your mouse.
I couldn't find it on the screen. I got it set up for 2 screens, and somehow it's like weighing off into nowhere land, but I don't have the other screen on. Only working on the one screen tonight. So you guys want to do some more? I don't know what number we're on. We're on number 6. So we're going on 7.
All right. We'll finish the treasure stuff, and we'll probably be about 1:30 by then.
So here's Galena. So Galena, Illinois, Forgotten Fortunes.
Wow.
$1 million plus. Look at that building. That's cool.
Yeah. So I know where Galena is. It's heading up towards the Quad
Are those animals? Yeah, those look like ox.
Yeah, they look like ox.
Yeah. I didn't know we had ox in Illinois. That looks like a cat.
Huh?
Look at that. Look at that. It looks like a cat.
Oh, it does look like a cat face.
I bet that's where the treasure is. I bet you got a map and you got to look for the cat face in the cliff. Why would that be there? Look at that.
Yeah, that looks like a cat.
That looks like something too. That looks like a cat. I see two eyes.
Pareidolia.
Two eyes, a nose,
yeah,
maybe some whiskers, a mouth, two ears.
The rocks are.
That looks like a cat too. Two cats. What are the chances of that?
The eyes are, or the rocks are alive.
Anyway, Galena, if you ever been to Galena, it's a great old town with a great bed and breakfasts and a lot of shops. People, if you want to go antiquing and crafting, Galena is your place. I mean, it's kind of rolly hills. So all the houses and everything are built on the sides of these hills, or, they kind of flatten out. Then there's another section, and another section, and another section. And it's on the river, and it's amazing. On the way to Iowa from Illinois, Galena.
Yep, just off of I-80.
So it says Galena, Illinois was a booming mining town in the 1800s, known for its rich deposits of lead. So they weren't mining coal, they were mining lead. During this time, wealthy miners and merchants are said to have hidden large sums of money and valuables to protect them from thieves and natural disasters. Hidden treasures believed to be included coins, silver, and jewelry, along with rare mining artifacts. What are rare mining artifacts?
Rare mining artifacts.
What would that be?
Pickaxes?
I don't think a pickaxe would be an artifact. An artifact is something you find unusual in the ground, or an artifact, something out of the unusual.
Rare mining artifacts. Interesting.
I don't know. Maybe it was gold.
It's all at the Smithsonian.
Gold, platinum, silver. I don't know. Aliens. So it says some of these fortunes were never recovered, especially after the town's economic decline in the late 1800s. Wealthy residents reported buried their riches near their homes or in nearby hills. Galena's rugged landscape, with its rolling hills and dense forests, provide perfect hiking spots and remain untouched. It is a pretty area. If you ever go through there, it's very, very pretty. It does have rolling hills and a lot of parks and hiking trails, and so you can hit the trails and try to find $1 million plus in fortune if you want. Jewelry, mining artifacts. This guy looks creepy.
Ew.
Harvey John Bailey stolen million, 15 million plus. Whoa. So there you go. That says Dallas. That says Dallas for the police picture, photograph, mugshot.
15 million.
So it says Harvey John Bailey, often once called the Dean of American bank robbers, was a notorious criminal in the 1920s and 30s, known for his expertise in robbing banks. He's believed to have hidden a stolen $1 million near Richmond, Illinois. I don't know where Richmond is either. The hidden loot is said to include cash and possible gold bonds stolen during one of Bailey's daring heights. Richmond, with its rural landscape and secluded areas, which would have been an ideal place for Bailey to hide his fortune. Despite his capture in 1933, Bailey never revealed the location of stolen money.
Oh, it's up there on the Wisconsin border.
Wisconsin border. All right.
Past Chicago. So it's up there close to like Lake Geneva. And
he must have traveled. He must have traveled in and out of the whole area. If that has a Dallas mugshot.
Yeah.
Of course, a lot of them criminals, did travel from state to state, because at that time you didn't have assistance like we do these days between states and federal governments. Back then, if you went once you went out, sometimes once you went out of the county, you were okay. If you went out of the state, they couldn't touch you until they started getting the FBI and the government programs going, where they can go from state to state and still be able to arrest you. Back then, somebody in a different town or different county couldn't arrest somebody else in another county or other states. So it says Bailey's criminal career ended when he was arrested and later convicted for his crimes. His silence about the treasure fueled speculation and numerous searches in the Richmond area. So that says 15 million plus.
Wow.
My gosh. That's the most we've had so far tonight, right? 15 million?
That's the highest.
Oh, Robin says Pinkertons. Yeah, Pinkertons was founded because of the railroads, right? Pinkertons was railroad because trains traveled, and the railroad companies formed their own security or police force. I think that's how the Pinkertons started, or maybe coal mines. Maybe it's railroad and coal mines. Pinkertons. Huh. Anyway.
He looks like a banker.
Maybe that's how he knew how to rob banks so well. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was a banker to start with.
He just looks like an old banker.
So here's Dr. Anna Bigsby, cave treasure, 500,000 plus. I've never heard of her. I don't know where.
Huh.
I've never heard anything about her in Illinois history or anything. Dr. Anna Bigsby was a respected physician in Southern Illinois in the early 1800s. That's pretty
early 1800s.
A woman doctor in the 1800s?
Yeah, a woman doctor in the early 1800s.
That's impressive. Robin says inside job. According to local legends, she hid her fortune in a cave in Hooven Hollow to protect it from her second husband, whom she did not trust. So she hid 500,000 plus from her second husband, who she didn't trust, in Hooven Holler, Hooven Hollow.
So down by St. Louis somewhere.
Joanne says she remembered asking the tavern owner to save those tabs. There's a whole bunch of them down in my mom's basement somewhere. Let's see. The treasure was hidden sometime during her later years, and the cave, now known as Dr. Anna Bigsby's Cave, become part of her story. The cave is located on Rock Creek in Hardin County, provided a secluded and secure spot for hiding her wealth. Well, if everybody knows about it, surely it can't be there. Because what do you think? A bunch of people have already searched that area in that cave?
I bet a lot of this is already found.
Or it's not actually hidden in the cave. Maybe it's somewhere else or buried deep in the woods or somewhere. I don't know. So let's see. Dr. Bigsby's story reflects the challenges faced by independent women of her time. Her decision to hide her wealth speaks to her determination to protect what she had earned. The mystery of her treasure continues to attract the attention of those intrigued by her legacy and fortune. So it says 500,000 plus today is what it'd be worth.
Oh.
So here's silver dollars near Golconda.
Golconda.
And I have no idea where Golconda is, but I like that picture.
Hold on.
Not only does it have fish and a sunken boat, but look at all these old coins. That's a cool picture.
It is.
I'm assuming it's AI, but it's still cool looking.
And the Illinois-Kentucky border.
Illinois-Kentucky border.
And it looks like a river, but Ohio River.
Ohio River.
Ohio River.
Yep, I think it says that in the article. Let's see what it says.
Mounds, so it's down in that area, heading towards Kentucky. Yeah, way past Carbondale. It's way down there. It's to get right into the Kentucky. Okay, at the very tip of Illinois. Wow. Okay, no wonder we didn't hear of it. Golconda.
Yeah, I think we probably should add that to the Great Lakes and stuff. Cool shipwrecks.
Yeah.
We should probably do that. Shipwrecks are cool and fascinating. There's all kinds of stories behind shipwrecks, whether it's of Edmund Fitzgerald or whether it's during the World Wars where they sunk ships, or even pirate battles or Spanish galleons, getting wiped out by waves or storms and they sunk. Or
did you pick?
I mean, even Christopher Columbus lost ships.
Did you pick
during bad storms?
Did you pick your subject for Monday? That'd be a good one.
Ghost ships. That's good. That's a good subject. I think. I don't know if we necessarily did ghost ships, but I think we've touched on shipwrecks just a little bit, but it wasn't the main topic. We just kind of went off onto it one night, me and Dennis.
Or we can do it for a Wednesday night. That'd be cool, dude.
Yeah, we can do it for a Wednesday night, or we could do it for Dennis's show and our show. It doesn't matter.
That's cool.
So it says what I'm trying to figure out where I got. The story of silver dollars near Golconda is tied to the bustling riverboat trade along the Ohio River in the 1800s. But that doesn't look like a paddle boat to me in the picture. So it says it's believed the riverboat carrying silver dollars was wrecked near Golconda, and the coins were either lost in the river or buried nearby by survivors.
Oh.
The hidden treasure is thought to include hundreds, if not thousands, of silver dollars that were part of the boat's cargo. Golconda's location along the Ohio River made it a busy port, and such a wreck would have caused panic and a rush to recover valuables. While some coins may have sunk with the boat, others might have been buried by the crew members or salvagers hoping to recover them later. The riverboats were a vital part of trade and transportation during this era, and accidents were not uncommon. And speaking of which, on the Illinois River, just south of us, past Chillicothe, almost to Peoria, Illinois, was one of the worst steamboat or paddle boat wrecks recorded.
I never knew that.
Yeah, that's a great story.
Oh.
And then Chicago, right on the Chicago River, where all the downtown businesses are, and the Chicago River goes in between the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
A big company hired a boat to take their employees, which was like it was like a big amount of employees. It was supposed to make several trips, and a lot of people got on all at the same time, and it capsized right there at the dock.
Oh, wow.
And the majority of them drowned, and they couldn't get out of the boat. And it was one of the worst water accidents in the nation, let alone here on the Chicago River.
Wow.
It's a big, I mean, if you go and look up the articles, and it's a sad story of all the families that were supposed to go on I think it was a 4th of July picnic. They were supposed to go to, and they hired this boat, and it capsized, and it was horrible. Anyway.
Wow.
I didn't mean to get on that, but So it says the silver dollars, depending on the rarity and condition, could be worth over 300,000. If the coins include rare mints or historical significance, they could total an exceed of $600,000.
New paddle boats and ferries are paranormal activity.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm sure there's probably. I think people drowned on that steamboat or that paddle boat that I was talking about right up the river from us.
Hmm.
That was a pretty big deal at the time. Here's number 11. August 1 Wunderlich buried strongbox 400,000 plus. In the mid 1800s, August Wunderlich, a farmer in Randolph County, buried a strong box of money on his 40-acre farm. He feared outlaws and wanted to keep his savings safe. Well, evidently it's so safe that he forgot where he buried it, or he probably passed away. We'll have to see what the story says. Once again, you go out there metal detecting on farms.
Well,
Should be able to find it.
My aunt said her grandpa buried money on the family farm.
I know we never did take a metal. I'm sure plenty of family members or people probably took metal detectors out there. Wouldn't you think?
I don't know. I bet there's so many people back in the day that buried and they either forgot or passed away and took the secret with them.
I don't think anybody in my family that I know of ever buried money in coffee cans or anything. You know how they always show in the movies where they took them, put them in coffee cans and buried them, or knapsacks. I don't think anybody in my family ever did that. But you hear of people finding cans full of cash or coins.
There's probably all kinds of money underground.
You never know what you're going to find. Could be jewelry, could be money, could be coins.
Cash. Yeah, mason jars. Yeah, mason jars were used a lot.
Mason jars, yep, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
In the mid 1800s, August Wunderlich, a farmer in Randolph County, buried a strong box of money in his 40-acre farms. He feared outlaws and wanted to keep his savings safe. Tragically, Wunderlich died without telling anyone where the strong box was hidden, leaving its location a mystery. I knew he had to die or something. All these people die without telling, without giving up the ghost. The strong box is believed to contain cash, gold coins, and possibly other valuables saved over the years of hard work. Wunderlich's farm, located in a rural area of Randolph County, provided plenty of potential hiding spots from fields to wooded areas. Wunderlich was known as a careful and hardworking man. His decision to bury his money reflected the challenges of living in an area where banks were unreliable and theft was a constant threat. The story of his hidden fortune continues to fascinate locals and treasure seekers. So that's $1 million plus for this one.
$1 million plus. Oh, it says that they're 400,000.
Or no, 400,000. I'm sorry, 400,000 plus. Somehow I was looking at the next one, I guess. So this is number 12. And this is John Hill's gold coins near Carlisle, $1 million plus. That looks like an old stone foundation of a house or a barn or something. So John Hill, a settler in Carlisle, Illinois, is said to have buried a fortune in gold coins near his fort before his death in 1830.
1830.
So a fort. So it says Hill's known for his wealth and influence, reportedly hid the treasure to protect it from theft during uncertain times. The fort, located 6 blocks south of Carlisle Courthouse, served as both a home and a stronghold. The treasure is believed to consist of significant amount of gold coins carefully buried to ensure its safety. John Hill's life was marked by ambition and success as he established himself in a growing settlement of Carlisle. His legacy lives on through the tales of his hidden wealth, which continues to intrigue treasure hunters and historians alike. So that's $1 million plus. You never know. I mean, not only was there probably coins and stuff, but there might be written documents in some of these boxes. Like that guy, he could have probably wrote down ledgers and buried it with the money, or family letters, or who knows.
Like Robin said, these buried boxes are like time capsules.
Yeah, that's what what I read right before I said that. It's like,
wow, cool.
You never know what's in those.
Yeah.
So let's see. We just did John Hill's gold. Eli P. Lovejoy's printing press relics, 500,000 plus.
Printing press relics.
So Elijah P. Lovejoy was a passionate abolitionist and journalist in the 1830s. So this was one of the Lovejoys that moved. If you go to Princeton, Illinois, there is a Lovejoy house. I think it's Princeton, Illinois, which is like 25 minutes from us going north. And they helped slaves. They were part of the Underground Railroad to help slaves get away. So here it says in the 1830s, his printing press used to publish anti-slavery material was repeatedly destroyed in pro-slavery mobs. So the area that he's at, or he was printing, he kept getting all of his machinery and buildings and stuff got burnt down. And so that's why he moved further up north past us. So that house in Princeton is like a museum now. It has a lot of material and stuff from his printing. After his final press was destroyed in 1837 during a violent attack in Alton, Illinois, some believe pieces of the press were hidden or buried to preserve them. The relics are thought to include fragments of the printing press, possibly along with documents or tools used in Lovejoy's abolitionist efforts. They are believed to be hidden near the site of the old warehouse where the attack occurred along the Mississippi River. Lovejoy's work and tragic death made him a martyr for the abolitionist movement. His story has inspired searches of lost relics, which hold historical significance not only in their connection to him, but also the role in the fight against slavery. So there you go, 500,000 plus. Now this one, I've heard of Lovejoy. I've heard of this next one, but I didn't know about lost treasure at this place. And we've talked about this place a lot. Lost loot of Cahokia.
Oh.
And we've talked about Cahokia a lot, but I've never seen this. I don't know if this is an actual.
Was that looking like Cahokia Mountains?
Yeah, I've never seen this picture.
Wow.
So I don't know if this is really a picture of what it looked like at one time.
Maybe.
After the mound builders and after the Indians or the Native Americans were gone. It looks like Monk's Mound, Cahokia.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just thought the picture was interesting. It's got a. Yeah. Could you imagine your house being up there and driving a wagon or I don't know. Maybe it's sloped really nice where it's not that bad, but that'd be a cool place to be able to look out around. Anyway.
Interesting.
The lost loot of Cahokia is tied to the ancient city of Cahokia, the thriving Native American settlement that existed 1000 to 1400 AD near present-day Collinsville, Illinois. So it says as a major trading hub, Cahokia is believed to have been center of the exchange of goods like copper, shells, and precious stones. According to legend, during the time of conflict and upheaval, Cahokians may have been hidden valuable items to protect them from raiders and rivals. So this is actually the mound builders, I guess, hid their stuff.
It's in the mound.
I lost my mouse again. There it is.
I was going to say, it's almost dead.
No, I charged it up the other day, so it should be good. According to legend, during conflict of people, Cahokians may have hid their valuable to protect them from raiders or rivals. The treasure is thought to include ceremonial artifacts, jewelry, and other valuable trade goods. Some stories suggest the items were buried in secret locations near Cahokia's famous eastern mounds or near wooded areas.
There's wooded areas all over.
So it says it could exceed 1 million. If rare ceremonial pieces were found, it could rise to over 3 million.
Wow.
So number 15 is Mackinac River treasure. And I lived close to the Mackinac River for a while when I ventured out away from here for a year or so.
Guess what? Cats in the house. Look what the goat dragged in.
Oh, hey, Kathita. What's up?
That's a beautiful picture.
That is a great picture.
Oh my gosh, that's just stunning.
We went canoeing and not kayaking, but canoeing on the Mackinac River. It's a great place to go canoeing on. So the Mackinac River is in central Illinois, is said to be a hidden place of a mystical treasure. According to local legend, a band of outlaws buried a stash of gold coins and other valuables along the river. They were fleeing from law enforcement and sought to hide their loot. So I'm trying to remember. There was a family. I'm going to say Smith, but I don't think Smith is right. I'd have to look it up. No, it was an Irish name. Callahan's? I don't know. But anyway, Southern Illinois was where we had Al Capone and all them up in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Southern Illinois, Missouri, and all those bordering states right at the tip of Illinois were controlled by this one family. And no police, nobody wanted to arrest them because anybody that came around them ended up dead or missing.
Wow.
So nobody wanted to cross this family. And I'll have to look it up. It's a pretty famous story, and there's a really good book on it. So anyway, I don't know if it's listed the right outlaws, because I don't think the article says, but I'm thinking it is. According to local legend, a band of outlaws buried a stash of gold coins and other valuables along the river. They were fleeing from law enforcement and sought to hide their loot. The outlaws reportedly buried their cache or their cash near a bend in the river or in the dense woods along its banks. The exact location has been lost to history, and the treasure remains one of Illinois' enduring mysteries. The Mackinac River area, which is secluded spots, thick forests, was an ideal hiding place for outlaws during the 19th century. Over the year, treasure hunters have searched the region in hopes to uncover the lost wealth. It said the gold and silver of the Mackinac River treasure could be worth over $750,000.
Wow. Ghost Lore says she's Scottish, Irish, and hillbilly.
Well, you would have got along in Southern Illinois. I'm pretty sure. I don't have to look that up now. I can't think of the name, and I used to know the name right off the top of my head. Then we have number 16. Should be the last one. Edwardsville Stagecoach Gold, 6 million plus.
Gold bars.
Could you imagine walking along a riverbed or a creek and finding
gold bars?
Finding gold bars.
Wow.
Then you'd have to try to figure out if you found them. Gold is heavy. A gold bar weighs a lot. You'd have to try to figure out how to haul that out of there or get it out of there.
Wow.
So this says Edwardsville Stagecoach Gold is a tale of hidden wealth dating back in the mid 1800s. Why are all these in the mid 1800s or 1920s and 30s?
Most of them were early to mid 1800s.
It is said that a stagecoach carrying gold bars and coins was ambushed near Edwardsville, Illinois during the height of the gold rush. I wouldn't think the gold rush would have anything to do with Illinois.
Well,
during the height of the gold rush, fearing capture, the drivers and guards reportedly buried the treasure to hide it from robbers. The treasure is believed to consist of gold bars, coins, possibly worth thousands, even at that time. Local accounts suggest that it was hidden by the stagecoach crew who planned to return but never did. Some say the robbers found the stagecoach but not the gold, while others believe the treasure remains untouched. Many think the gold is buried near the old stagecoach routes close to Edwardsville. Some reports point to the woods near the Cahokia Creek, which runs through the region. So once again, Cahokia, Edwardsville and Cahokia. Huh.
There's a lot in Southern Illinois.
Maybe you'd find the stagecoach gold and Cahokia's treasure all at the same time. That'd be amazing.
We could retire.
Sure, you could retire off of one gold bar. Easy.
Wow.
And that's it. That's all we got for Illinois treasures. There might be more, but this is all I have.
That was fun.
16 notable treasures you can go looking for. And I'm sure, like everybody else in chat said, their own state or area probably has legends and whether it's gold from the gold miners or farmers hiding or some wealthy businessman hiding their things, or I'm sure every state and in the whole U.S. probably has some kind of treasure hidden somewhere or lost treasure.
Probably, yeah.
I can't imagine them not. So that's pretty good. We did cryptid reports, UFO reports. What else we do? We did the gold. We did
maps, the creature maps.
Oh, the mythological and gods.
And 4 hours went by.
4 hours. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's almost 4 hours. 3 hours and 48 minutes.
Tonight it didn't. Of course, maybe I've been talking too much. Tonight it didn't seem like it. It just flew by. I don't even think it's been 4 hours.
That's crazy.
So what should we do now before we take off? What's up with you guys? You guys know any treasures or missing things in your guys' area?
I bet Ghost Lord knows some. There's got to be treasures there.
Oh yeah, I bet Ghost Lord knows of UK or treasures hidden by castles and The royal crown.
Treasures buried in the castles, yeah.
Yeah, gold is very heavy. I mean, it doesn't look like it should weigh as much as it does, but they say those gold bars, it's hard for one person to even carry a gold bar for a long distance.
Wow. Nope. Now we're dropping down to 10. We lost a couple people.
Probably because we said we're going to get ready to end. They're probably looking for another show or going to bed.
Yeah, we're almost at 4 hours. We probably should wrap her up. This old butt don't want to sit down. Got to get up and stretch and.
Rose Thistle Art mentioned, let's go over how Bigfoot's talk in American Indian language. That is so interesting.
She's over on Rumble.
Yeah, and I have heard of that. I don't think I've actually ever researched it, but I have heard of reports of they say they talk with the Native Americans and have a communication with them. I don't know if it's whether it's sign language or actual verbal or telepathy or how they communicate, but some people say that they actually speak. So I don't know.
Well, the part of the Sierra sounds like they're actually talking in a language. I think they got their own language.
But if you look through some of the old reports, you know, the Native Americans and Bigfoot didn't get along and they were always at odds with each other, almost enemies. You know, you had the War of 1855 or whatever that was, the Bigfoot War. And then you have other reports where supposedly Bigfoot worked with the Native Americans, got along, was actually part of their community or, you know, involved with the Native Americans. So
they probably did learn their language because they knew languages of the other Indians to communicate with them. So they probably learned the Sasquatch language too. Cool.
So did the Indians verbally learn their language, or did the Bigfoot learn Native American?
Or both.
Oh, could be both.
So anyway, hi Rose.
She said Mothra just fluttered down near me by she had a big moth or something float down by her. 3-inch wingspan. Was that like a Luna moth? Is it green? Was it lime green, almost white color? Was it a Luna moth? 3 inches. Yeah. 3 inches ain't. A Luna's bigger than 3 inches.
Some of the night moths they can be big.
Yeah, it's probably a sphinx moth or a buckeye. They're big. They're about 3 inches, probably wing. Joanne says, not to my knowledge, but there's a castle nearby. Oh. I think I've only seen a Luna moth once in my life here in Illinois, a Luna moth.
No, I think it was green at the apartments before I met you. We had this huge moth that was on our screen.
Orange and brown. She said the moth's orange and brown. Huh.
Hate to have to hear and cool one. Phew. The heat.
Yeah, have to heat one.
Or to cool it.
Or cool one. Well, they should stay cool.
Yeah.
Or at least the lower levels. Especially if you have a dungeon or something underground in the castle, that should stay cool.
Oh, cool.
But winter would be horrible. But some of the castles you see on on TV, you know, now assuming like the Queen's Castle or the main castle, obviously those have been probably fixed up and probably pretty nice, and But some of the old castles, oh my gosh, you had those wide open windows, whether for the archery or for whatever,
Just a small one.
Just a small one.
Yeah, just a small one. That's haunted.
That would be fun. Maybe not to stay there all the time. It'd be neat to go over and visit or stay for a while.
1500s.
15. That's kind of modern. 1500s is kind of modern.
Yeah, that's modern. Yeah, that's a modern castle.
Yeah, Rose Lunamas are amazing. They're huge and they're beautiful and great color and. Well, everybody, thank you for coming tonight. I stick around. Anybody that's interested, and let us know. I made an outro actually for this show or our show in particular. So I'm going to try it tonight. Should this play as soon as we start to end the show? So I hope it turns out well. And
a must in the haunted part.
Oh, the haunted part, yeah. Castles have to be haunted. Oh my gosh. Especially the ones with dungeons and
yeah. It's gotta be. Well, before we go, happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July. Happy UFO Day. I guess it's past UFO Day now.
Yeah, it was UFO Day.
It was UFO Day when we started. And then UFO night. You got to do both.
Ooh.
So thank you guys all for hanging out with us. I hope you had fun. I know we enjoyed doing it. We like talking to you guys, and hopefully it was interesting for you tonight. And who knows what we'll have next Wednesday, but this Sunday we should have Jesus Pie on back. We rescheduled them after the technical difficulties last time. And I don't know if we're going to do movie night this weekend because it's 4th of July, but we might. Never know. We might still do Friday, Saturday night because that'll be after the fireworks and all that stuff, probably. So I don't know. Friday night's iffy because it's the 4th, but Saturday night maybe. So hang out and enjoy some movies possibly this weekend with you. And other than that, please let us know if you stayed and watched the outro, and let us know how it looked to you and if it sounds all right. So having said that, we love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Hey,
there you go. There's some hearts and love thrown to you.
Yeah, much love to everyone.
So we love you guys. Tell your friends and family if anybody's interested in any of the stuff that we like, or send us an email at midwestnightwatchers@gmail.com, or leave us a comment of any subjects or cool things. So I'm definitely going to look up Native Americans and communication, talking of Bigfoot, and also maybe shipwrecks or something with the Great Lakes, maybe. So we'll look into that. I don't know if we'll be ready by next week, but oh yeah, where they almost got Lost in Space. We played where they almost got to Earth, but Dr. Smith messed it up again, and the green floaty lady.
Ghost Lord must have saw 2 videos of Jesus recently exploring some New Mexico woodlands.
Oh,
cool,
nice.
Yeah, so hopefully we won't have technical difficulty, and we'll have a really good show with them.
I think it will. I think it'll go good. That's the first time we've really ever had too much trouble with that Jesus having problems.
Yeah.
But everybody's been having problems. The internet's been flaky, so we don't know.
And so yeah, maybe we'll do some more Lost in Space Sunday night or something.
Yeah. Maybe Sunday night might be a good night for Lost in Space. I'm just talking about the fireworks on the 4th. So that'd be Friday night.
Right.
Anyway, love you guys. Thank
Yeah.
you for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time. Keep looking up. And please stay safe over the 4th of July weekend. And we'll see you next time. Love you.
Love you guys.